Hey, Sassy fam. Welcome to your mid-month check-in for August. I hope you are well. I hope you are fabulous. If you're new to the channel, mid-month check-in is a baseline reading only, no clarification. Like always, your sign will be time-stamped in the description box as well as the comments. I got you. You guys, it's late summer. It's mid-August. Time indeed is very, very fleeting. In fact, I literally just now got back from Meet the Teacher. So the kids go back to school, at least in my district, tomorrow, Monday. And it's my daughter's last year in elementary, 5th grader. Sometimes my poor mom heart just, you have to understand, Sassy, okay, and Mommy are two different people. And you know, Mommy me is always priority when it comes to my daughter, and it's just a whole other level of feelings. It's a whole other tax bracket, okay, of feelings. Let's put it that way. And I'm just a big old squishy pile of squish, okay, when it comes to my kid, especially on these, you know, these big days and these big occasions and on the annual events. So 5th grade's a big deal, you guys. So not only is she's one of the top performers in class, she also got picked, or selected, I should say, for safety patrol this year. So for a 5th grader, that's tops. Okay, that's tops. To be selected for safety patrol, it's like you're made a little sheriff, and then you got all this little sheriff authority power. Not really. But to the kids, it's a big deal, right? So she got selected for that. She was thrilled over the moon, and she's like, I'm the sheriff of the school. And when you hear your kid say something like that, that is just so spontaneous and happy and joyful and full of love, you have this reaction where you're like, just I can't look at your cute little face right now. Just I can't. That's me. Yeah. A completely different person when I'm in mom mode. So anyway, I'm getting out of mom mode and back into function. But there you go. It's proof, you guys. Time just marches on. You know? It marches on. And in all good things and in all good ways, of course. But it's beautiful. It's amazing. It's going to have an awesome year. Let's have us an awesome fall. It's upcoming. Speaking of which, of awesomeness and growth and development and time moving on, we have now completed 3 weeks of the new segment, the Sunday Shuffle, and the response has been fantastic. Yay! I'm so happy. The feedback I have received from you guys tells me it's right on track with what I had hoped it would be. Something that's a little more intimate, a little bit more you and I, a little less formal, and a little bit shorter and to the point. But that's what I wanted. I want it to be a little more relaxed and, like I said, informal. And so many of you tell me now you're looking forward to Sunday mornings having your coffee with me, and that's fantastic. That's what I was wanting to go for. That's the vibe. That was the feel. You know me, honey. All about that coffee. But yeah, I love it. Thank you so much for the feedback, and it's doing the job that we had wanted and intended. It is helping YouTube relax its little claws around circulation, so that's great. My circulation has improved. The videos are being shared more, basically because they're shorter. So I'm being rewarded for shorter content. That was the idea. I was very honest with you about that. Check out the last mid-month if you want to know more. But yeah, it's doing its job. And I think I'm meeting that goal that I had intended. Now, with the Sunday Shuffle, is to offer a variety of readings. Everything from super short to in-depth and everywhere in between. So I think we're achieving that spectrum, so nobody's left out. And I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the direction. You guys are telling me you're happy with the direction. Like I said, circulation's up. The commentary remains rich. The views remain rich as well. So thank you all so much. I got to keep doing it. We got to get in that rhythm. I have to get in that rhythm so that YouTube will relax more and more. So it's not full mission accomplished, but it is helping. It is improving. Thank you all so much for your fantastic support and feedback. Let's see, beginning tomorrow, I'm getting this increased question, and I understand, and it's been a question for some time. Will I increase the rotation of Intimate Tarot? You know, I am so pleased, and I'm not going to deny it, honey. I'm proud as punch. I'm proud as punch that people, my regulars specifically, understand the concept of Intimate Tarot, and how it's been helpful in understanding our sexual energy more and in our relationships and so forth. Will I please increase that video message? Because currently it's set to every 3 months or so. And the short answer to that is yes. I haven't hammered out the schedule, but now that I have the Sunday Shuffle, I can offload Some of the in-depth readings, like the general overview and some other in-depth messages, make them shorter or accommodate to make them shorter for the Sunday Shuffle. And then I can increase some of the more imperative in-depth readings, such as Celtic Cross, such as Intimate Tarot, and some other things. So this is great. I'm really happy with the direction of this. But yeah, when that will happen, I don't know. But hopefully we'll make Intimate Tarot, maybe every couple of months or so instead of every 3 months. Okay? But yeah, there you go. And going back to the point, the first round of Intimate Tarot for the in-depth is tomorrow, Monday. Okay? You guys, I will see you at your sign. Leo, honey, like always, you're up first. We're going to do a brief yours and theirs, no clarification. Show me Leo, please. Show me Leo in their person. Show me Leo in their person. Show me Leo in their person. I love this deck, but the reason I don't use it very often is because it's got a very sharp crack to it. I'm sure you can hear it, so I am trying to keep the shuffle away from the mic. What's going on, please? Show me Leo. And their person, like always, take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse energies as it applies, and it does not have to be about a significant other, spouse, lover. Okay? It's however you see fit. Okay. King of Coin, King of Swords, the Ten of Cups. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Oh, honey. Oh, wow. Man, you got something beautiful here with somebody. Honestly, this is gorgeous. Granted, I'm not clarifying, but I don't care. It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Somebody's, we're just... Ten of Coins is your overall, the foundation. Everything looks so beautiful and in place, honey. I love this. For your side, the King of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Ten of Cups, you're saying I'm really well-to-do. And also with your overview, with that Ten of Pentacles in your overview, it's like all is well and all is right. I'm not saying it's perfect. Nothing's perfect. But by all rights, I'm looking at a very contented Leo. You have some very sharp aspects to your personality, one that suggests pragmatism, logical reasoning, analysis, but also being in touch with the emotional equilibrium here that is the Ten of Cups. In other words, yes, you're very down to earth. Yes, you're very grounded. Yes, you're very skill-oriented, but also happy. So that's lovely. Very strong appreciation for the 10 and 10 positive. 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups, that I have this, all of this. Yeah, you do. It's great. Someone who connected to you. Here's what's interesting. They're coming across as someone whom you would kind of like to fold into your world. They don't look like an established person. It's like, I would like to get this person established into my world. This person might be fit for my kingdom. They don't look established in your life, but you're looking at them. I think I'd like them to be. They got a little hottie here. 8 of Wands, the Star, the Queen of Wands. Oh, yeah. They're interested in you too, I think. I don't know. Depends on the proposition. I see 8 of Wands. That's either coming from you or it's coming from them. I don't know. But the star is attached to them. Strong desires, hopes, dreams, wishes, wants. Someone who's very passionate. Someone who knows who they are and what they want. Very unapologetically so. Queen of Wands shows up. She already means business. You attach the star to her. Oh, that's double business. So it's like, oh, I know what I want. And that's a beautiful energy. You can't put a price on that. I wish more people had that kind of energy that's so, like, unequivocally, oh, this is who I am. I know who I am. I know what I'm about. Thanks. This is what's up. So I like that. I don't know which way the communication's going, but you're showing me 2 kings who have kind of made up their mind. And what's shared between you two, King of Wands, now that's more like you. You have a strong sense of actual passion towards this person that resonates with them already. So, honestly, honey, you're 1 king away from being an emperor. I mean, when I say you've got areas of your life ironed out, that's exactly what that means. You're showing me very strong corners to your personality, to your world, and a very, very strong sense of self. So, when I reflect upon your energy, it's 3 kings. That's beautiful. But when it comes to this person, your energy got a little bit more personal. Like, yeah. I see you opening up towards them. And with that kind of energy, yeah, I see you literally opening your heart. So the King of Wands, the Page of Cups. That King of Wands is literally authorizing some part of his heart space to move forward, and it's looking like you've made up your mind. So it's actually not shared. It's the individuation, the intentions of an individual to come forward to somebody. So I do believe they're on the receiving end of that communication, but if it helps you, they talk back. They do. They're lovely. You know, I could see why you're pointing your attention at them. You know, like I said, you kind of want to fold someone into your empire, and you got your eye on this person. Your intention's clear, your energy's clear. You're that Leo who knows what they want, and you know, go after them, honey. Go after them. I don't know how new or not they are, but the idea is that I'm gonna communicate with them, and I got all this going on. I got a 10 of Pentacles. I have a 10 of Cups, very strong sense of emotional support system, very strong sense of overall network and connectivity with those two positive 10s together like that. And I think you want to bring someone in on it. And you got a very strong idea of who that someone is. Okay, I don't think you need too much advice, honey. I'd say go with it. It looks like the Leo I'm looking at already has a plan of action. So there's your Ace of Swords, undisputable truth and determination to carry out your own particular will. You're right here with the King of Wands. That's your actual king self with the Page of Cups, authorizing that space to open up. And determined to do it. You know, it's like, let's get this party started. I agree. Let's get it going. Let's get any advice, please? Oh, there they are. You're talking to them. You know this person. I don't know how well. 8 of Wands. We're talking to them. 6 of Cups. You've identified as either A, this is someone of the past who you used to know in some way. It doesn't have to be an ex, guys. We got to get out of that box. It could do. 6 of Cups has the reminiscence. So I don't know that this is necessarily a soulmate, but you have familiarity with this person, bare minimum. And then the Sun. There you are. So yeah, you're telling me you know who this is, and you kind of feel good about it. You do. You wouldn't be showing me an Ace of Swords otherwise. You've literally made up your mind, and your emotionality is on point. When it points to this person, you're like, there's no confusion here. No, there isn't. So that's beautiful. You're telling me you know who that is. And you're going to open up communication, it looks like soon. Again, it could be coming towards you. It's just the direction of your energy is such that has made up its mind to open up your heart. That's why I'm saying it's you. But reverse energies as it applies, you'll know sooner rather than later, because it looks like this is happening sooner rather than later. That communication's on point, and it seems to be happening soon. Like I said, Leo season. You're here, honey. Sun's out. Sun is out. Good job. Congratulations. I love this. 10 and 10 might be important to you for some reason. Other than that, good job. Keep on keeping on. I'll see you in your next video. Bye. Sag, welcome to your mid-month baseline reading only. We're going to do a brief yours and theirs. I don't know why I blanked on that, but there you go. We're going to do a brief yours and theirs, no clarification. What's going on, please, for Sag? Show me Sag in their person. I'm trying to keep these away from the mic as much as possible because they have a very sharp crack. I love this deck. I do. And it shuffles beautifully. But man, it's got a sharp crack to it. Woo! What's going on, please? Show me Sag. Show me Sag. Show me Sag in their person. Show me Sag in their person. Show me Sag in their person. Like always, with yours and theirs, it does not have to be about a significant other or a spouse. It's whoever is that identifies to you as that relationship dynamic, and it may not be at all. There you go. So take what resonates and leave it does not. Reverse energies as it applies. For your side, King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. You're determined to take action, to change things, to shift things. I don't know what, I don't know how, but you've already made up your mind to, with almost like a laser-like focus, this is what I'm going to do. How that Wheel of Fortune is shifting and changing for you, I don't know, but it's something you've made up your mind upon some time ago. Well, maybe not too far back, but I just know that when you made up your mind on whatever the subject is to you, you did it. And you're like, I'm determined to change my fate, my direction, my future. Knight of Swords, I'm going or pitching myself headfirst into this particular direction. No looking back. No looking back at the past. You're all about movement forward, movement forward, movement forward. So that's heavily, it's either a very strong goal orientation or you have a brand new mindset. And you're determined to stick to that new level of mindset. And you're carrying it out too. So not only did you think it, you're backing it up with action. So I respect that. I don't know what your brand new mindset is, honey, but the idea is like, I want that Wheel of Fortune to work for me. So I'm gonna change my mindset. I'm gonna change my direction. I'm gonna change my focus. Just you watch me go. All right, baby. You got it. The Empress, the King of Wands, the Two of Pentacles. Well, you know, I have somebody here who has some very lovely energy, and towards you, the Empress, the King of Wands, that's quite a bit. They perhaps view you as being the Empress or the King of Wands or something like that. They could themselves embody both of these energies. I don't know, but the idea is that it has a very strong appreciation or regard when it comes to you. There's confusion surrounding this person, so that's frustrating. I hate seeing all that power energy and then a Two of Pentacles, because it cuts all the power back in half when somebody doesn't know what to do, or they insist they don't know what to do, or they play hot foot, or they go back and forth on the subject, because it sucks, because they're telling me they have this beautiful energy and this power, and I don't know what to do with any of it. So I don't know if they're having a hard time making up their mind about something. You yourself are showing me no such issue. I don't even know that you're pointed at them. That's what's weird to me. You seem to have this, I'm taking this on by storm, this life, this goal, this subject matter. It's like I got a brand new attitude, and I'm going to live on it. I'm going to live through it. I'm going to do it. And I respect that. Let's see if there's any shared here. Oh, it's holding on. Okay, Four of Pentacles, Page of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. You know, someone here is holding back in their heart space. So that would explain the contemplation with the Two of Pentacles. I think this person has very strong regard for you. Whoever they are, they kind of put you in high esteem, and that's beautiful. I like that a lot. But the idea is I haven't let Sag go, but I don't know how to interact with Sag either. Okay. I want to open up my heart towards Sag, but is that a good reflection of my self-worth? The answer to that is yes, but I can't speak for that person. I can't make them say that. Whenever you honor your feelings, you will always be respecting yourself first and foremost. A lot of people think if I withhold my feelings, that shows I'm strong. Wrong. It shows you're weak. It's always the opposite. It's always the opposite. If I don't show my feelings, they'll interpret me as being strong. I'm just being strong. No, you're actually showing a phenomenal amount of weakness. Whenever you have to prohibit yourself from doing what you're naturally inclined to do, and you know it's right from you, and you can feel it, and you know it to be a truth in your body, but you deny it, then that means you're showing weakness because you're afraid. Or you cover it up with a bunch of busyness, sound, and fury so you don't have to deal with it. So Four of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, not my favorite. This person has a tendency to hold back, but hold on. I can't approach, but I want to. I can't let this go, but I don't know what to do with it. You yourself seem to be headed in another direction altogether. It has nothing to do with this person. And it sucks because it's like they're having this struggle, I believe, tug of war. My energy towards Sag or my love towards Sag. Is it better expressed or not expressed? So I see them refraining, and I do see that it's the major prohibiting factor for coming forward or connecting with you in a way that is visible or obvious. And it sucks because they got the goods to sort this out. They've got energy, they've got experience, but when it comes to you, they don't seem to know how to apply it. So it's self-imposed busyness, forgetfulness. I'm going to deal with this later. Actually, no, I'm not. And that's unfortunate. And you're somewhere else altogether. You're like, I'm forging ahead. I don't know what you're forging ahead to, honey, but you're determined to do it. Of course. Naturally. And yeah, like I said, the Ace of Swords, you're showing me nothing but sword today. You're showing me nothing but sword today. Your determination is so unbelievably real. Such a strong mind, such a strong sense of, direction. Of course, I had to do that. And of course, I'm wearing a white top. So naturally, that was going to happen. It was going to happen. Yep. Accept it, Christina. Deal with it. Move on. So, Ace of Swords. You are living your truth. You don't seem to be in communication with this. You don't seem to be in approximation to it. It's energetically attached to you because they still hold on to you. You don't seem to be paying this person any mind. And I think that's part of your gig. It's just, I'm doing my own thing. I'm moving forward. I have a brand new mindset. I have a brand new skill set. I have a brand new goal, direction, drive. And it seems to have nothing to do with this. So I can't help but think that, yeah, they hold on to you energetically. But in the 3D, there's nothing there. And that's what they struggle with. Should I do something, whatever that is, in the 3D? Should I open my heart towards Sag? And that's something they have to figure out. Can they? Absolutely. Otherwise, I wouldn't be seeing it. They have the energy, too. They have such a strong regard for you. But when it comes time to actually, you know, again, when the rubber meets the road, it's kind of like, I'm not going to hit the road today. Okay. You keep on doing whatever it is you're doing, honey. You got some strong air in you. Or for others of you, you're just so very goal-driven right now. You know what I'm saying? I've made up my mind. You want, I do know this, the future to turn out in your favor. That I do know. And having that strong mindset and backing up your goals, that's going to help you quite a bit. Your thoughts are so clear, it's not even funny. Okay. Advice, please. Advice, please, for this situation or for Sag. Okay. 8 of Pentacles, Temperance, 8 of Cups. Yeah. Yeah, there you are, honey. Okay. You know, I can see why you're doing your own thing right now. I see you preoccupied with work, really. 8 of Pentacles, Temperance, you right there in the middle. And then the 8 of Cups. There is something in you that you're emotionally distant from the situation, and that's the very thing you're trying to address, but you're doing it on your own time. It doesn't involve this person. It's kind of like I'm healing through work, or I'm healing through goals, or I'm healing through an objective that is tangible in the real world that I can make sense of, and I can actually put my hands around it. And in so doing, and in being involved so heavily in your own goals, designation, work, career, family, I don't know, it's helping you heal emotional numbness that you might have had for whatever this is. Being burnt out by this connection, having walked, even if you weren't emotionally burnt out by the situation, bare minimum, you walked away from it. Okay. And when you walk away from somebody, it can be an exhausting process because it got you to a point where you felt that you had to, and that's going to be exhausting on anybody. So I see you doing what's right for you, doing right by you, and you using your own sense of temperance, patience, compassion, and consolidating of difficult thoughts and concepts whilst you work towards your goals and achieving them. So I say good on you. What this person does or doesn't do, you don't have your eye on it. You don't have your attention tied to it. I think when you made a goal here to move on or to focus on something as strongly as you are, you meant it. Okay. And it's kind of like I'm trying to figure out how I can be part of Sag's world or reintroduce myself into Sag's world. I don't know what to do. And if that's the case, they're going to stay like that until they know what they want to do, because you've already made up your mind some time ago to do something else that doesn't seem to involve this. I don't think you were trying to be mean about it. I just see that you kind of turned your mind around on this a long time ago. Or at least it feels that way. I don't know how long ago it was. It was fresh enough that you are still having to kind of recover from the exhaustion of this, the emotional exhaustion of this. But it's old enough that you've already started to find your groove for how you are shifting your future, more so in your direction that actually makes sense to you in a way that you can actually literally work on it. Okay, so that kind of tells me where you're coming from. You're coming from something that could not be worked through, or you felt it couldn't, or that it was emotionally pointless or is emotionally exhausting. Okay, all right. And I get that. You know, when you get so burnt out on something, you're like, I just can't. I hit empty for the situation. I hit empty for this. I don't want to feel that way. I'm going to turn my mind and my actions towards something I do have a say in, and that I do have control in, and something that I can actually find some goal in, right? That is achievable. Because you can get burnt out for not having a payout for whatever it is you were putting yourself into. Anyway, that's enough. That's all I'm saying here. Good job. Keep on keeping on. What it is they do or do not do, it's not up to you. And also, P.S., I don't see your eye turned on them waiting anxiously about what it is they would or would not do. Again, you've already completely shifted your mind focus somewhere else. Okay? All right, so keep on keeping on. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Aries, welcome to your mid-month. We're going to do a baseline reading only of yours and theirs. Okay? No clarification. And like always, take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse energies as it applies. What is... I know. I got to run through it, honey, every single time. Especially for you, because I'm not going to lie, honey. For some reason, I've been getting a lot of kickback from your cross-watchers recently, so I don't know what's up. But, you know, it's like, you know what, let's put in a little extra verbiage there for Aries. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've been getting some kickback from your cross-watchers recently, and I usually get a lot of trouble from Taurus's crew, Scorpio's crew. Yours not so much, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what's going on for Aries, but let's take a look, yeah? What's going on, please, for Aries in their person? Like always, it does not have to be about a significant spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. It's just the dynamic as you best understand it, if it applies to you at all, okay? What's going on, please, for Aries and their person? What's going on? Show me that, please. Starting with your side, but as I just said, reverse it as it applies. Seven of Swords, you're like, I don't want to deal with it. Knight of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, who's surrounding you here? Ace of Pentacles, Page of Wands, the Ten of Wands. I hate saying shit like that because it's like, if it's so hard, then don't bother. Honestly. The shared Two of Wands, Ace of Wands, waiting, the High Priestess. Intuitively, you feel that you need to wait. If there's something more left to be discovered by this dynamic, you feel like it's not your responsibility to do anything about it. Your intuition tells you that something might come forward in time, but it's not for you to say. It's more for you to experience. Okay. And your overview is the Four of Cups because you were ultimately disappointed by this. You know it. You accept it. You're upset by this. And I see you leaning away from expressing yourself to what looks like a friend of some type, or that's how you last identified them in the 3D. Do you have emotional expression towards this person? Yes. Let's go over your side real quick. Seven of Swords, Knight of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. You leaning away, there's no pretty way to address the Seven of Swords. It's not an accusation, so don't take it as one. That's up to you. I can't control that, but just FYI, we all go through it. You, like, I'm not expressing myself to this person anymore. And it's like, it's dodging, I don't want to deal with it, refusing to talk, refusing to speak, refusing to share your thoughts, or I just don't want to participate in this anymore. Yes, I love whoever this is. Knight of Cups, wouldn't be there otherwise. I even used to express myself to this Three of Pentacles, Christina, but I'm not doing it now. I'm not doing it now. I'm not expressing myself to this friend or whomever is his. And your overview suggests Four of Cups because they hurt me or disappointed me, or I was disappointed in this so much so that I no longer have the words to express myself to this person. I no longer have the inclination, even though would I like to? Yes. Am I gonna? No. Because it hurt. Whatever this was hurting and disappointing, so the Four of Cups. It is disappointment because of the cups. Whatever that was given or taken is not satisfactory. It's like, I gave you this, and this is what I got in return. I gave you a Knight of Cups, and you gave me that. It's like paying for a really expensive concert, and it was okay, and maybe you got a free t-shirt. And you're like, why did I pay so much for that? So the kind of distribution is off in that respect of you put your emotions forward at some point until you stopped, but they were more expressive than what you received. That's all I can really see. So in other words, the exchange wasn't fair, at least from your point of view. And from whoever surrounds you, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Ten of Wands, they're like, I could open up, but it's hard. So again, there's nothing that really irritates me more than being like, I could do that, but I don't want to. It's hard. Yeah, well, if people want to come up with excuses, they can and they will. And this person's like, I can and I will come up with excuses, or I'll get back to it later. And with that kind of approach, of course you were disappointed. The idea is that they know they could put more into this with the Ace of Pentacles, but they're not open enough to do so. They just say, again, it's too hard. So if somebody says, you as a person, or your dynamic is quote-unquote too hard, believe them. And that will help you manage your expectations. Here's what sucks, though, about what I just said. Your expectations were in place. Knight of Cups to the Three of Pentacles. That should be pretty fucking easy. This is how I feel about you. And this is how I'm willing to cooperate with you. And what'd you get in return? Something that was not like you expressed at all. Not even close. So this whole, I could give this situation Ace of Pentacles my all, my best intentions. It's too hard. Okay. So again, repeat, Aries, until let that sink in. If anyone says, quote unquote, you are too difficult or this dynamic is too hard, I could do that, but I don't wanna, believe them. They will waste your time. You know? Do you want to be in anything with anybody who says it's too hard? And the shared Two of Wands, Ace of Wands, the High Priestess, you intuitively feel that you are on the path to new, and like this person aside is okay, it is what it is. You either feel intuitively that you're going to be sparked with new, Ace of Wands, okay? Or you feel this might be reignited in time, but another way you say it's not your place. You know? I think I'm looking at an Aries, however, who intuitively is leaning towards new, whatever that is to you. A new way to spend your energy, a new interest, a new flame, a new passion, a new path, a new goal, whatever. That's what I actually think you're energetically leaning towards. Because you actually feel like there's something right around the corner for you, and that's what you're actually waiting for. Do you feel maybe this will come back around in time? Yeah. Are you giving it much weight? Probably not. I don't know how much faith you have in this dynamic, especially if you were like, man, I said this is what I was willing to do, and I got this shitty t-shirt in return. You and I are nowhere near on the same page of cooperation and expression. You know, like I said, if anybody has the gall to treat you like this is too much or it's too hard, believe them, because what you're going to get from them is shit in return, like you experienced. Not much. So yeah, hopefully I see you leaning towards, and your intuition that says pick another direction. So I don't know who this is to you, honey. I just know that you were left feeling shortchanged, and you probably were. Given that person's attitude and or disposition, it makes sense to me. It's too hard to try anything real or authentic. The authentic self, Ace of Pentacles, you can't get more authentic than that. It's not, people got to get out of this thinking that the Ace of Pentacles is this huge gesture. It's not a huge gesture. It's our most well-formed intent. I say what I mean what I say. Here's the proof to back it up. So if they said I was going to cooperate with you, the Ace of Pentacles could have been like, I really mean it. But they're like, Page of Wands, 10 of Wands. It's hard. When I actually think about applying my intent, it's hard. Okay. Well, if it's too hard for you, don't worry about it, bro. I'm just going to sneak away from you now. Just going to back away, going to back away, going to back away. Just going to back away, you know? Apparently it's too hard, so I'm going to stop making it too hard for you. I'm out. You know? Yeah, I know. You have to tell this Scorpio all the time. If somebody tells you too much, because we're always being accused of being too intense or too much, everybody wants to touch that too much or too intense, but they don't really want to own it. So if you ever hear that you're too much or you're too intense or you're too this, then it's like, then you go find less. I'm going to continue to be the most. So when people really say you're too this or too that, what they're really saying is I want less of the same thing. It's like, honey, there is no watered down version of me. Go ahead and try to find it, but I ain't it. It's like, be humble. Know that you can be replaced, right? But also know that whatever it is you're being replaced by is a downgrade. They want some watered down version of you. They don't want to put in the real work, believe them. Okay? All right. Let's get some advice, please. Let's get some advice, please. I'm like, how hard was that? Knight of Cups to the Three of Pentacles. How fucking hard was it to put in some basic constructive work where we cooperate at the same emotional level? Apparently it was too hard. Yeah, there that is again. And it pissed you off. No, it straight up pissed you off. This is after the fact. The advice is staying. In other words, what you experience is real and valid, and you're not insane. This actually happened. 10 of Wands. There it is again. 5 of Wands. It pissed you off. Page of Swords. The lack of insight. The lack of insight. The lack of willingness to try. You know, it was extremely frustrating, and the inability for somebody to grow into their mental mind of strength and fortitude and having insight on the subject, how this whole thing could have been avoided, your frustration, you're pissed off, everything could have been avoided if they had just tried harder instead of making it an impossible task. So again, it wasn't for you to fix or resolve, but Spirit's pointing out to you, no, it's that legit happened, and if you're sensing something new is coming towards you, you're probably correct. Okay? You can't make anyone do what they don't want to do. And if they're really that immature, they're so unprepared. You ever meet people who talk big words and then when it comes time to the execution, they're like, oh, but this, that, and the other. Yeah. Okay. You know, honey, talk is cheap. And what you were offering was pretty straightforward, I believe, until you stopped offering it. That's enough. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Aries, honey, take care. Be well. Aquarius, welcome to your mid-month. We're going to do a brief yours and theirs baseline reading only, no clarification. Show me Aquarius and their person. Show me Aquarius and their person. Show me Aquarius and their person, please. I really have to do a job of shuffling this away as far as I can from the microphone. I know they have a snap. Otherwise, I'd use this deck more often, honey. It's great. What's going on, please, for Aquarius and the person? Like always, it does not have to be a person like a spouse or romantic partner or anything like that. It's the dynamic as you see fit, and that's if it resonates. So take what resonates, leave what does not, in reverse energies as it applies. Okay. 8 of Wands. The 9 of Cups. Oh, don't you look great? Oh, that's wonderful. And you're telling people, too, I feel fantastic. Yes, you do. 8 of Wands, 9 of Cups, the Hermit. Now, I'm not saying you're like over the moon. What I'm saying is that you're in a pretty darn good place, and you're letting people know you're in a pretty darn good place. You said, I've been walking the path. You know, I've given myself some quiet time. I've given myself my own personal space and room, and I feel really good about me. You've been healing yourself, and I'm not saying healing yourself because you're so sad. You're healing yourself because you know it's good for you. It just feels right. And so you've been treating yourself well, and it's looking like it's active communication. I just think you're generally telling people how good you feel. Maybe somebody just got back from a retreat or a vacation. I don't know. It was enlightening. It was experiential. That's the thing about the Hermit. He's very experienced. He's not some just wise guy that sits in his castle contemplating books. No, he actually walks the path of enlightenment. So many of you just like, I'm in such a good place. I want to keep this going. I want to learn as much as I can about me and what I feel good about and what makes me me. So some of you have really gone on some really long, extended journeys about who you are, what you're about, and what you're feeling, and it's beautiful. You know, that's absolutely lovely. Let's see who's surrounding you. The Fool, 7 of Swords, 6 of Wands. Oh, peekaboo. Okay. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, I agree. Whatever this is, it's not a good time for reconnecting. Knight of Cups. You have or are interested in opening yourself up emotionally in some way that suggests romanticism, vulnerability, a certain flow that surrounds your heart that says you would like to open up. I don't see it aimed anywhere specifically. It's just you're feeling so good. I don't think your energy is pointing at anyone specifically. I think you're telling me you would like to move in a particular direction. I have someone around you who would like to open up to you, but they're absolutely fucking terrified. So they keep sneaking away from it. Who it is, I couldn't say. It's unfortunate because the Fool is here, that spiritual energy that says fresh, new, beginning, fresh eyes, fresh heart, fresh spirit, fresh soul. I want to completely do a clean slate with my energy, and if they have pre-existing energy with you, it also suggests then that they would like to have a clean slate energy in the connection. 7 of Swords, change my mind. Nope. The idea is 6 of Wands. I want to wait whenever I have more confidence about this. It's fear, and the only reason I'm interpreting it as fear is because the devil's here in what is otherwise beautiful energy. So I don't want, and the devil means so many things, you guys, but in this particular representation, it's just fear. It's this person prohibits themselves a lot from doing what they want in terms of positive action, positive spiritual orientation. Again, the Fool is positive spiritual orientation. You can't fake that feeling. It either is, you can't force yourself to be open and alive. You either feel it or you don't. And if you've ever experienced that feeling before, you know what it's like. You know how powerful it is. You know how drawing it is. But it's positive. It's not a challenge. It's not a, oh my God, am I going to get the job? It's not like that. The Fool is like, I want to feel things with fresh energy. I want fresh eyes. I want a fresh heart on this. I want a new beginning. I want a new adventure. The idea is I want to. And they want to open up towards you, but they're lacking confidence. 7 of Swords, 6 of Wands. So they're ignoring their natural energy here, which is beautiful and it's bright and it's bold because of fear. Now, I'm guessing that fear with the devil is running pretty high. So if they're avoiding you, it's not just you, they avoid other people too. I have that feeling that this person doesn't really feel safe and secure in that sense of new beginnings. It's probably hard for this person to trust new beginnings or the freshness of energy. Like it's just the idea of taking off and doing what feels right or honoring a particular call can be really frightening to some people, especially if they've never been encouraged to do that a day in their life. It's like, don't do that, it's too risky, something bad will happen. You know, and they want to connect and it'll reconnect with you. So I don't know if this person's new or if you already know who they are. I don't know. It could be actually both. Either. I don't know. If it's brand new, they would love to approach you, but they're not gonna. Not right now. That's been suspended judgment. And I agree. If this person has that much fear surrounding their intentions, despite how positive it is underneath all that, then that means they don't trust themselves. They don't trust their own inclination. So you don't want anyone to approach you who doesn't trust themselves. You know, because that means they're always never not really going to know what they're doing. You get mixed results. Or somebody you do know, and they would like to reapproach you for the purposes of reconnection. And nope, again, the fear's there. So I don't know. I don't know if they are new, if they're old, I don't know. I can't see enough, not without clarifying, I couldn't say. But yeah, otherwise it's beautiful. So the Hanged Man, not yet. They need more perspective. They need more perspective, not with you. You're a non-issue. Your energy's lovely. It's ready to rock. It's ready to roll, but it's in its own happy, pleasant way, which is great. It's them, honey. It's them. It will always, everything begins with the self. It's not like, oh, I'm so afraid to approach that Aquarius. No, look at how approachable you are. Beautiful, calm, receptive, non-judgmental, walking the path. You're the person, the Aquarius I'm looking at, you're the least likely person to judge because you've walked the path of enlightenment. The person who holds the lantern knows enough to not judge others. Okay, because he's had to learn some shit the hard way too. So it's like, it's soft, it's resplendent. So yeah, no, I'm not saying that they're fearing you is my point. They fear themselves, and that's unfortunate because they have some beautiful energy with them. I wish they'd trust themselves more about what they really wanted. That would really help things fall into place. If it ever comes out of suspension, I could not say. You might open up towards them in time. I'm not saying it that way, to be honest. I see you generally communicate your own sense of happiness and well-being. And you are, however, interested in Knights of Cups energy. Okay? So you might have started putting feelers out there in terms of your romantic interest because you really do feel good. You do. So am I surprised to see your energy flowing in that direction of the heart? No, not at all. When you are well composed like this and you're open and you're available, your heart's going to express itself accordingly. So I hope this person don't wait too long. Because with this kind of energy, you know, it's a matter of time. So I don't know. I don't know who this is. I don't know. And I wish them good luck. I hope they get out of that negativity and out of that fearful thinking and do something because they want to. And they can't be looking at you saying, oh, it's so intimidating or the connection's so intimidating. No, all that shit's coming from the self. Devil. Otherwise, the connection here or reconnection would be imminent. I honestly cannot give it a realistic possibility that it might happen. I mean, somebody's internal fears are their internal fears, honey. And if we allow them to run out of control, the Three of Pentacles, friendship, cooperation, you might know this person then in the 3D, work with them in some way, Nine of Wands, the resistance of cooperation, really getting this thing started, or going back to the drawing board, Eight of Cups. This might be someone whom you once cooperated with in some sort of friendly way or friendship way. The 3D energy is being described as friendship or cooperation. Perhaps you literally worked with this person before. But despite whatever cooperative element that may have existed, somebody constantly resisted their own emotions in this, and that stunted the constructive effort. When we resist emotions, it's going to stunt any sort of cooperative effort you have with somebody. Somebody was just really, really, really busy denying their feelings. So that Three of Pentacles only went so far. So that tells me you have some idea who this is. You might have even called them friend. It's the Wheel of Fortune here. Okay. Yeah. That's so funny. Aries had a similar cards, but with the other deck. Two of Pentacles, Four of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Wands. Oh, goodness me. This lack of confidence this person has in themselves, and they're disappointed with their own inability to make a decision. Damn, that bums me out, man. That bums me out. So this is going to be a substantial delay then, if it happens at all. I don't even know why I'm saying it, except perhaps maybe you think about that one person sometimes. You know what I mean? Other than that, honey, the only reason I'm not disappointed is that it at least gets confirmed to you where you are. And that's beautiful, if nothing else. And I'm sorry that they experienced so much conflict. And this might be somebody, by the way, you waited for a very long time. That's a lot of energy that suggests heaviness, time. I tried my best. I really tried my best, but all it did was exhaust me in the end. Okay. So it might be like that. Okay. But you're in a much better place then, so time hasn't passed indeed. Anyway, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Gemini, welcome to your mid-month. We're going to do a baseline reading only of yours and theirs. No clarifiers. What's going on, please? Show me Gemini and their person. Show me Gemini and their person. I have to hold these further away from the microphone because I love this deck. I do, but it has a sharp crack. Let me tell you. Ooh, I'm going to get some complaints on that one, but I never get to use this one, and I love this deck. I really do. What's going on, please, for Gemini and their person? Your person being anybody who you have a dynamic with, or you did, or you do. It doesn't have to be significant other, spouse, etc. It's whatever fits the bill, honey. So take what resonates, leave it does not. Reverse energies as it applies. Show me Gemini. Show me Gemini and their person, please. Show me Gemini and their person, please. We're going to start with your side, but as I just said, reverse it as you need to. Okay, Six of Pentacles, yeah. Page of Wands, yeah. Six of Swords. Okay, there is a balance here. You are strongly, but have just begun to open up towards. I don't want this to freak you out. If you're the Gemini I'm looking at, it's already occurred to you. It's just not in a huge way. Not yet. It's, as far as I can tell, it's a process that's just started. So don't take it as a threat. It's just someone or a situation for whom you have a balance with, you have begun to open up towards moving on from it. Without clarifiers, I can't see what that Six of Pentacles is to you. It could be anything from a working construct, like literal work, someone whom you balance with on a regular basis, or someone who's very close to you. I don't know. That's why we clarify, because that Six of Pentacles is tricky. It can fall into multiple brackets, anywhere between your professional world to your personal world. It's not the best representation of a romantic world, that's true. That's why I'd want to clarify. But you have just begun the idea. Page of Wands, little guy. Six of Swords, moving on from it. Perhaps you've already started up here. And it's something that requires the old back and forth, you know. Queen of Cups, the Moon, Nine of Coins. Something is not all yet revealed about another energy altogether. I got heavy water here. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Doesn't have to be. Plus the Nine of Pentacles. That's interesting. They're showing me that this person has a strong heart. That they have a strong sense of self. And the Nine of Pentacles there. Individuation. I can stand on my own 2 feet. I know what I'm doing. I'm awesome. Kind of like that. The Nine of Pentacles is really good energy. It's one of my favorite cards in tarot. So, of course, I'm going to be a champion of it. And the Queen of Cups is here. It's a lovely full heart space. But they have the Moon. They have secrets when it comes to you. Or not all is yet revealed about this particular person. Very interesting. The Chariot. The Sun. The Two of Swords. Ah. Is that what that is? Okay. Queen of Pentacles. I agree. You do need to understand your self-worth and your sense of self-value before you do anything. Yes, I'm going to emphasize that because you have to know. You have to know it's worthy of you. Okay? There is a balance here. For some reason I want to say Libra. I don't know why, but it makes sense. The Six of Pentacles is a lesser representation of justice, but it's much more in the 3D world. And it's not a knock against Libra. I just keep seeing it. I keep seeing the scales. So just confirmation for some of you, not all of you. We've just begun to process this as a possibility in our world of ending a balance. I don't know what that is. I got someone around you whose energy is soft but defined. Big heart, big feelings, strong sense of self, personhood, accomplished, possibly even monetarily well off. The Moon. They've hidden their feelings from you or they're no longer visible to you. Or not all is yet known about them. shared isn't quite so shared, but you felt it once. The Chariot, the Sun, the Two of Swords. Your heart space, the most intense vehicle that you could have is the Chariot. Best intentions of the heart. Would actually like to go to your Sun. The warmth. The happiest card in tarot, yeah? I'm also seeing it tied to this person. As we have the supreme balance of the Sun and the Moon. I don't have time to go into all that. I wish you had shown me this on your in-depth, because I love this stuff. I live for this stuff, honey. I am seeing it tied to this person. The balance, the divine counterpart, yin and yang, Sun and Moon, rose and thorn, that kind of thing. We have a very strong disposition to move towards this person, but Two of Swords? It's kind of like it reminds. That's how I'm seeing it. If you've ever seen oh Lord, I did it again. Curb Your Enthusiasm with Larry David, that ridiculous intro music. It's kind of like da 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 da. It's da 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 ding. It's like Two of Swords, Chariot, the Sun, Two of Swords. I don't know. Should I go towards my Sun? Is that my Sun? That tells me you felt it to some extent. You can't have the Chariot, honey, and not tell me that your heart doesn't beat in that particular direction. You just can't. This was potentially shared with this person. I just know it. You felt it to some extent because you have such a strong impression of it. But you're like, I don't know if it's my Sun. Your overview is Queen of Pentacles. Yes, I agree. Going back to the original concept here is that you have to know what your worth is. People, and I'll say this all the time, and I'll say it till I'm dead, it'll probably be my epitaph. You will accept the love you allow, or what you think you're worth. So if that Queen of Pentacles has a poor concept of self-esteem, what I'm worth, this is the love I'm worth, that person's going to make attachments accordingly. Okay? We're going to aim low. We don't know that we're doing that, okay? Or we'll settle for what looks comfortable, reasonable, non-challenging, whatever. So for you to make this decision, because there is a decision before you, to exit something and to enter another, you have to know what your worth is. That's my point. I eventually get to the point. But first I have to make my case. I was told all my life, honey, since I was a kid, since I was my daughter's age, you're going to be a lawyer. You're just, you work people up, you work people up, you work people up, and then bam, you drop your point. And that's why you'd be a good lawyer. First you exhaust them, and then you drop your point. And then that's why you should be a lawyer. And I'm like, I know. I understand that. Instead, I'll be a tarot reader. And that's life. I love it. I love being outside the box. It's just, it fits me. It fits me. If I was a box person, I'd be in the box. And trust me, I tried to live in the box for years, honey. It's just not who I am. I had the career, I had the papers, I had all the letters behind my name, and I'm a LPC, NCC, blah, blah, blah. I have all that. I lived in the box for years. It was my privilege to help people. But the more I got ingratiated into the business world, the more I hated it. And it's like, finally, I broke free, you know? But yeah, no, I understand. You need to know your self-worth, honey. I see you mildly contemplating one balance. And it's a mild balance. I'm not trying to disrespect whatever that balance is to you. It's established. It's in the day-to-day world as you understand it. And then I have another balance that's a little bit more on the side of supreme, divine. You have to know which one is worth your self-worth. Which one is worth your concept of how you love yourself. How you love yourself is going to determine what you choose. What am I worth? The balance I'm in, or the balance of a lifetime. Well, that's quite the pickle. I don't see a resolution on this concept yet. You have work to do. You do have work to do. Sorry, I looked at my phone. I just saw 11:11. You have work to do, honey. You have work to do. Understanding. You have work to do. So it's back here in the beginning phases of contemplation. This person's energy isn't entirely known to you, or their emotions are now away from you. They're still there. They're still in reality as you understand them, as the Nine of Pentacles. But it seems like their emotionality is no longer accessible to you, at least as you understand it. Okay, the King of Swords, the decision-making here, knowing your mind, knowing your level of determination, knowing what you want. What about it, please? Or Aquarius energy. Nine of Cups. Yeah, it goes back to you. You have to know. See, okay. That got a little bit more to the heart of the issue here. You have to know exactly what I was just telling you about, Nine of Cups. What is right for you? How do you love yourself? What is your sense of wish fulfillment as you best understand it? Because once you know this with undisputed thought, undisputed truth with the King of Swords, what your desires is and wish fulfillment is, it will require kind of a shift in the foundation, doesn't it? So while I know it seems like a super casual kind of thought or impression now, what if I left this Six of Pentacles? It would require a change in the foundation, because your foundation would change. Your foundation will either be made stronger or not. So it's a good thing they got a Nine of Pentacles going for them, because they're already founded in and of their own right. But yeah, it's going to require a shift in Ten of Pentacles. What you have put down, roots, you know, how you think. And yeah, and I also have to agree with that thought. Once you know more of yourself and what it is you're willing to accept, your outer world for that Ten of Pentacles, you acquire a different foundation, one that's a stronger reflection of who you are. Everything changes. But if you act in accordance with what's right to you in your heart, it gets stronger, not weaker. You see, one affects the other, right? Something to think about, and you have a lot to think about. Okay, honey, put in the comments. I hope this helped you. Take care. Be well. Libra, welcome to your mid-month check-in. We're going to do a baseline reading for yours and theirs. No clarifiers. What's going on, please? For Libra and their person. Show me Libra and their person. Your person, by the way, once more, does not have to be a significant other, spouse, lover, or anything like that. It's a dynamic that you understand fits, or it doesn't. You know? That's it. So, take it resonates, leave it does not, reverse energies as it applies. Show me Libra and their person, please. Show me Libra. Show me Libra and their person, please. Show me Libra and their person. Show me. Ooh, okay, Seven of Cups for some of you, possibly. Either confused in our feelings or options enough. That's for some of you, not all of you. Show me. Show me Libra and their person. We're going to start with your side, but as I just said, reverse energies as you see fit. Okay, let's get cracking. Page of Wands, Three of Pentacles, the Six of Wands. You're like, I feel pretty good about this friendship. I think it's moving on at a particular pace. Page of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Six of Wands. It's like, I'm open to it. I'm open to a friendship. It feels good. It feels like it's moving in a particular direction. It's a little flirty. Flirtation's a little light. You know, it's easy. It's non-committal. It's nothing crazy in any particular direction. Okay? It feels warm. It feels friendly. That's cool. All right. Let's see who's surrounding you. The Chariot, the Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Coins. Whoa. Well, they seem to be a little more interested in you. Their energy's a little sharply defined. Theirs is a lot more investment heavy. Yours is like, let's keep it light. Let's keep it friends. I feel good about that. I'm just opening up to this. Let's cooperate here. And I understand that. And then I got somebody around who's like, Chariot, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Take this seriously. I want to invest. I want to invest now. I want the whole thing. You know, house, dog, cat, kids, the mortgage. Let's do it. Let's do it. And you're like, friends? Okay. So it's a little different. I don't know if you two just connected, in which case they should probably dial back their energy. Now, this could just be their intentions in the general sense, not necessarily aimed at you. But in the general sense, this could be, this is what I want and or expect. And you're like, I'm just trying to be friends with you right now. Let's see if there's any shared here. Nine of Swords, the Hermit, the Magician. I see somebody here wanting very different things. And I honestly see it as you. I do. That Nine of Swords, you're worried and or stressed. Something to hear with the Hermit. Perhaps not enough time has passed. Perhaps you feel that you don't really know what you want. because you have this idea of the manifestation here with the Magician, but it's kind of like, I want something, I just don't know that it's necessarily this. So, and it stresses you out a little bit. It stresses you out because you're kind of like, I wish I had a better idea of what I wanted. So that means you're telling me you're aware of the fact that you're not fully committed to another direction at this time. You're trying to be. I think you're trying to show more interest. I think you're trying to show more readiness. But there's something in here where you feel like you're not in a space where you can dedicate more to this in the way that they're expecting or wanting. And that's okay, just so long as you make that clear to them. If they accept the terms of friendship with you, easy friends, to no expectations, then they verbalize yes or no. Okay, so just make sure your intention's clear. You know, it's one of those things where it's okay. If you explore energies, keep it light, keep it cool, keep it casual, but just make sure you make that clear. Because their energy is like, I'm ready to commit. Let's put down those papers. Let's start signing shit. Let's go. Let's build a life. And you're like, friends? And you're not in that space. And that's not an accusation, honey. It is what it is. Even you wish you had a stronger idea of what it is that you wanted, but you're like, I don't know that it's necessarily this. So that's something you need to sort out. Just please be aware of what it is you're offering versus what it is that they want, okay? Because that can create trouble in and of itself, all right? There you go. And the overview, death. So some of you are still, and I understand that, I get that. All the more reason why you have the obligation to say, this is where I am, and this is where you are. And if you can't accept the terms of friendship, that's cool, but you need to know this is where I'm coming from. I'm still recovering. I haven't fully transformed. I haven't fully transformed my feelings about a particular ending. So while I understand the death thing, I do, it's in your current overview. You did show me the Hermit, and you want to be ready, honey. You're manifesting a certain level of readiness, particularly where your healing is concerned. But you still have anxiety attached to you in terms of, I want to be ready, but I know I'm not. So your energy makes perfect sense to me. I just want you to have that responsibility of conveying it to this person, because this person's like house, kids, dog, cat, wife, husband, make it happen. Let's do it. So very different. So while their energy is attractive, I'm not trying to knock them. The intention here with their heart space is the Chariot. Queen of Pentacles, they have a comfort zone, okay, in terms of knowing their self-worth and how they want to move forward, and they have the best intentions behind them. And maybe that's why you're stressed out, because you understand the quality of this person. It's not faked, it's genuine, it's real, and you're like, I'm not in that space. I want to be. You've got some beautiful stuff you're offering, but I don't know if I'm ready to accept it or that I can or should. So again, what I guess my point is for you, honey, is to manage expectations. More so for you, if you are still in the process of healing. Don't commit to yourself to something you can't, but also don't be silent on the subject. If they have that level of intention, they deserve to know where you are too. Okay? It's fair. It's just fairness, and I know you appreciate that. You're Libra. Okay? All right. What's going on, please? Let's get some advice. Yeah, I mean, the recovery is the recovery is the recovery. And I know you want to be recovered because of the quality I believe this person's presenting you. But you can't rush it. You can't rush it. And I don't think you are, and I don't think you're trying to, but I think that's where that pressure's coming from. You know, this is such a quality energy. This is such a quality person. What if I lose it? All I can offer is friendship right now. If you lose it, then you lose it, honey. It wasn't meant for you, but it might be to inspire you to keep the healing process going. Okay, so that way you will be ready for the next. Who knows? There's a variety of reasons. Typically when I see such powerful, strong, I know what I'm doing, I know what I want energy next to someone who's not quite there yet, it's usually like Spirit's way of saying, hey, look, the healing process takes time. We all know that. But yours needs to start wrapping up. Here's somebody to inspire you. Here's somebody to kind of provoke you into a place of change, into a place of readiness. You know, take the hint. It's time to wrap this up. We want you to open into a new cycle, and we want you to be ready for it. That's typically, in my experience, why I see stuff like this. Okay. All right. What's going on, please? And the idea is we want to prevent any more pain. So the idea is get out of the old pain, and we don't want you to incur any more new pain by not being ready either. You see what I'm saying? People forget that. In this insistence of I'm not ready or I haven't healed, you end up losing other things too. And that becomes one more layer of bullshit you have to deal with down the road about regrets of missed opportunities because somebody wasn't ready. They wouldn't allow themselves to. They wouldn't do the work. You see what I'm saying? So we, again, as Libra, you should understand and appreciate this, we can always constantly put ourselves into a state of debt. Constantly. And then we're like this, and we're like this, and we're like this, and we're trying to get here. Okay? So do the best you can by honoring yourself, moving forward, manage expectations. These are all very reasonable concepts for you. I know you can do it. Advice, please. Strength. 7 of Cups. Okay? You do have to have strength sometimes to explore new love, options in love. Judgment, it is your decision. Some of you are resisting moving forward. This is kind of more or less what we've been talking about in a rough translation. Okay? You have to have strength to kind of be willing to open your heart to explore new love. I'm not saying you have to shove yourself in there. That's just get the process started. Okay? And many of you have been resisting that idea of it's time to move forward or move on or absorbing the lesson is learned. It's time to transform. It's time to open up. Listen to your lessons, Libra. Okay? It's okay to do this. Okay? It's for some of you, you exploring new love really means the official ending of something. You know? If I start exploring new love, that means whatever that was is really, really, really over. And I think that's why a lot of people hold back and refrain from moving on. Because the idea is if I start exploring new love, that means whatever that is really over. And for a lot of people, that's why they hang back and they resist judgment. Something to think about. Okay? Just, again, you have to think about the future, not the past. Do you want to incur any more regrettable debt? Not for having things ended, but because now we might be missing opportunities at some point. Again, something to think about. I just think you're being nudged. That's all. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Taurus, welcome to your mid-month. We're going to do a brief yours and theirs. No clarification. What's going on, please? Show me Taurus and their person. Show me Taurus and their person. And like always, your person does not have to be a significant other, spouse, lover, etc. It's whatever the dynamic is to you, if at all. So take what resonates, leave it does not. Reverse energies as it applies. What's going on, please? Show me Taurus and their person. Show me Taurus and their person. Show me Taurus and their person. Trying to keep this one away from the mic. I love this deck and I never use it because frankly it's got such a loud snap on it. But man, I'm like, dude, I want to use this freaking deck. I love it. What's going on, please, for Taurus? Show me Taurus and their person. Point is, hopefully it's not too loud on your ears. What's going on, please, for Taurus and their person? We're going to start with your side, but as I just said, reverse it as it applies. King of Swords. That's you, honey, the Hierophant. And the Four of Cups. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. Well, if your power card's popping out for that, then I know it's legit. I'm so sorry, honey. King of Swords, the Hierophant, the Four of Cups. You're upset. You're upset, and like always, you're trying not to show that you're upset, but that's why you're upset. It's you have this really incredible pressure in you. It's like I can't show it, I can't show it, I can't show it, but you're upset. You're disappointed, you're hurt, and you've got that kind of stiff upper lip thing that you do. Like the Hierophant here and the King of Swords, and it's like, right, I'm really strong about it, determined, I'm gonna get through it, you know, all that stuff. All right, let's see who's surrounding you. The King of Wands, Three of Wands, the Tower. Well, a little disruptive here. That's a little disruptive. Let's see that sword here. Okay. Well, somebody blew up a dynamic that they had with you. The reasons why I could not say, but the accusation stands, and it's kind of intense, and I'm sure it runs both ways to some extent. The shared isn't so great, so just prepare yourself for that right now. Even I'm like, wow. Ten of Swords, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Cups. That's a lot of I'm out of here energy. I'm out of here, I'm out of here, I'm out of here. Okay, mentally, emotionally, this hurts, I'm out. That's quite a bit. That's quite a bit. And that's Three of Cups is in your overview. Energetically speaking, you kind of have it within your heart somewhere to try to reconnect with this or something. I wouldn't be seeing it, honey, unless it was true for some of you somewhere, okay? So given all this pain, I know the first inclination I'm going to hear from Taurus is, I don't want to reconnect. I hate them. Okay, cool. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the Taurus who is like somewhere in that deep bull body, there's a heart that says, I'd like to try to reconnect with this, okay? And I think that's the more honest representation of you as opposed to, say, your poker face, which you have an extraordinary poker face. But the energy don't lie. Okay, so it's not a judgment on my part. It's the cards, honey. It is what it is. And I think it's also, it kind of shows, doesn't it, in its own way, that yes, you were hurt, disappointed, and possibly even kind of pissed off. It's hard to tell under that kind of stiff exterior, or interior, both really. But a part of you, the softer part of you, would like to try to reconnect with it. And I can see you're upset. I have a King of Wands, Three of Wands, and the Tower. The person who's around you, someone who's very passionate, you know, someone who's a bit of a trailblazer, knows who they want, knows who they are. This is who I am, take it or leave it. Three of Wands, the Tower. Those two next to each other like that has really only a couple of interpretations. One, you two are at a distance and they're like, fuck this, I'm out. It's too hard. Cool. Two, they were in a position where they felt they were constantly waiting for you to show up and never would, so they blew it up. Tower. Okay? Three of Wands has the implication of either distance or waiting. So which one is which is up to you. Okay. You know, they felt it's something that they had to do. It was coming from a place of intensity on their part. Okay. They meant it. But basically the construct here is that I, as the King of Wands, have understand that I can't keep waiting on you. And it was a faulty construct on their part, so they understood to some extent that it was stupid, in other words. So the Tower, guys, it's not, you know, it's the concept is faulty construct. The foundation you have with this person might be solid as hell, but the walls that were surrounding it became more narrow and increasingly unstable. And that's why the Tower is the Tower. It's this false construct that needs to come down. If it can be rebuilt later as a stronger premise, great. That's what the foundation's for. But the walls, in other words, the illusions or the ideas that were holding it up, were faulty as hell. And it was a matter of time before it came down. I know that's annoying. It's a piece of paper on my desk. And I have the fan on because once more, guess what? It's hot in Texas. So, anyway, the point is, this person had a faulty premise of waiting for you. And they were like, that was stupid of me. And that was a self-imposed tower that it looks like they willfully brought down. It's like, I understand. So their pride was affected here as well with the King of Wands. Okay. So while they might have a lot of passion for you, and I'm sure that they do, otherwise they wouldn't be showing me fire, they're also saying it was stupid of me to wait on Taurus. Okay. They kind of acknowledge that. And what's between you two is Ten of Swords, Six of Swords, Eight of Cups, like I said. There is pain here, the acceptance of an ending, somebody emotionally detached to they were never in it to begin with, not here. Okay. Not where it counted. Somebody else forcibly moved on because it hurt too much. Okay. So you both have tried to move on in your own ways. Somebody here did it mentally. The other person was already emotionally kind of absent or not really in it in the heart to begin with. Okay. But the result is the same, pain. And then somewhere in that, like I said, that great bull body of yours, there's a softer part of you that says Three of Cups. What you will do with that energy, I could not say. Is all hope lost? Nah. And now here's the thing about Towers, honey. They're not endings. They're meant to be an indication of transformation. So this person understands, transformatively speaking, that, again, they're waiting for you was stupid. So whether or not it's completely disconnected, I don't know. Because I don't see either of you doing a damn thing. What they're doing now, I don't know. What you're doing now, I don't know. I just see that both of you are hurt by this. And it is painful. I see that. Okay. And I know how much Taurus is hurt by how much they refuse to show it. It's classic Taurus. I got a vintage Taurus here today. I got a vintage Taurus. I got an OG here. Because it hurt me that much, I can show it the least. King of Swords, the Hierophant. But underneath that, hurt. Pain. What you will do with this, I don't know. Is there any salvageable energy here? Actually, yes. A little bit from the both of you. What's shared between you is pain. But I saw neither death nor the world. It's just a forcible willingness on both parts to separate. Not that it necessarily wanted to. Okay. Faulty constructs are faulty constructs, you know? This person had to learn what they needed to learn and therefore did what they needed to do. Your opinion on the subject is up to you. But they said they were foolish for waiting. Or having any idea to wait for you at all was stupid. Okay? That's all it says. Okay, advice please. Advice please for Taurus. Advice please for Taurus. Advice please. Okay. Oh, so much advices. You. It's your choice, honey. It's your choice. It's your choice. You're afraid of being hurt if you try to re-engage the lines of communication. There, it's all here. You're here, the Hierophant, the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. You really felt this pain at a very fundamental level within you. Seven of Wands, you can continue to block it or you can open up with the Eight of Wands. It's your choice. It's always been your choice. If you choose to reapproach this, it's up to you. If you choose to, again, it's choice. You're literally here with the Hierophant, okay? You can choose to block, and if you choose to block or not communicate or express yourself, it is your choice. It's coming from a place mostly of afraid of being hurt again, in a very deep way, or you're afraid the communication won't be well received. Again, I have to give this lecture all the time. I need to give a little mini course on the subject. We as human beings cannot determine everything we do based on someone else's proposed reactions. Otherwise, we will get nothing done in this life. More to the point, we will not be true and authentic and honorable of ourselves. If you don't speak to what's in you about what's right for you, you will never do it in any other situation, which means you will never truly get to do and say what it is you want to do and say. So you can't walk around, or I mean, you can do. It'll make you fucking miserable, but yeah, you can do it. You can always say, I can't say that because what if XYZ, or they flip out, or they... Okay, then you're going to be that person who never really gets to express themselves. Say what it is you need to say and do what it is you need to do. You can't guarantee reactions on the other side. You just can't. That's not how life works. You can have a strong feeling about it. Oh yeah. You might even be able to play the odds to some extent about what the reaction will be, but ultimately you can't guarantee diddly squat on the other side. All you can do, that's all anybody can do, is represent themselves and their truth in as much as they are capable to the best of their abilities. And what happens is what happens. Somebody's response is somebody's response. It's either a yay or a nay or somewhere in between. And it's either reciprocated, received, or it's not. Thing is, you're not going to know until you try. So I know you're hurt, but another part of you still wants to try. And there's that old conflict in you. I want to do this, but what about this? It's up to you. It just is. It's just up to you. I just want you to choose the best parts of you that will help you get through this, as opposed to keep rejecting it and acting like it doesn't hurt you, because that will get you nowhere. So if there's something you got to say, then I'm going to advise you to fucking say it. What comes through, if anything at all, that's not up to you. You representing yourself, that's up to you. That's within your power. That's within your control. Okay? That's it. All right. You show me the most in-depth shit with the stuff I have the least amount of time for. I had some Taurus somewhere had a smartest comment about that the other day. Hi to you. And you're like, well, that's because we don't want you to know all our business, but we do want you to address it. Oh, honey, you're at the wrong channel. Don't push me. Don't push me. It's like, no, let me tell you something. Business is good. So don't make me get up in your business. I suggest you give me more to work with on your in-depth. Because let me tell you something, honey. Seriously, I don't mind giving you guys the extra work. I really don't. I really don't. Some signs need the extra work, not because you're assholes, not because you're stupid, but because sometimes there's collectives who act like they don't need much, so they don't take much, when in fact they usually need the most help. Okay? You ever heard that phrase, the squeaky wheel gets the grease? Taurus doesn't squeak much. So when you guys actually give me something tangible to work with, it usually runs a hell of a lot deeper because it's that much more neglected. So do you want to keep neglecting yourself, or you want to be that Taurus who's like, I got to speak for me. I got to act for me. That's right. And then that sense of sadness, disappointment, lethargy, feeling splintered, it goes away. Okay? All right, that's enough. That's enough. Sassy will get off her soapbox now. I hope this helps you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Virgo, welcome to your mid-month. We're going to do a baseline reading of yours and theirs. No clarifiers. What's going on, please? For Virgo and their person. Show me Virgo and their person. Show me. Virgo and their person, please. Show me Virgo and their person. What's going on? And your person, like always, does not have to be about a significant other, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. It's the dynamic and whatever it means to you, if at all. So take what resonates, leave it does not, reverse energies as it applies. What's going on? We're going to start with your side, but as I just said, show me that. Okay, we got 7 of Wands here, the Emperor, the Knight of Cups. You're showing me, okay, Christina, I was being kind of a hard ass. I think I'm going to loosen up a little bit. I don't know where your Knight of Cups is going, but you're like, I'm the Emperor, I got it, okay? I was a little firm. I kind of refused to speak or act here, but I'm going to relinquish some energy. So let's see who's surrounding you. You're like, I was being a little firm at first. 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups, somebody who actually has a great deal of love and regard for you. They would like to talk to you. If that helps you, they would, just so long it's shared on the emotions. I'm not saying your two feelings have to share or match absolutely. That's ludicrous. I really wish people would get out of that box. No one person can share the exact same feelings in terms of depth and quantity and labeling and definition. That's so stupid. It's just love. Okay. They do want to balance cups with you on the condition that they are cups. That's it. That's all I've seen. It's that's it. They would love to talk to you. All they're asking for is some sort of emotional reciprocity. And that's like, otherwise, you and I would be good. We'd be great. And you're like, I'm resisting that. 7 of Wands, I resisted that. And the initial communication regarding emotion was resisted. I'm not saying that you're a bad guy. I'm saying it's for some reason your energy was fairly stiff. Not too long ago. I don't know. That's up to you. And then I have the Emperor here trying to soften up and deliver his Knight of Cups. So the Knight of Cups is responsible for moving our information outside of us. And you're like, here's some Knight of Cups. See, the Emperor can be vulnerable too. See, I could loosen up. I could talk about love stuff too. Here, is this satisfactory? It's kind of like that. So that's good. So I like that. You are softening. And this person, all they want to know is, can you speak to me through love? And then we'll take it from there. Okay, something like that. Shared. We got some. Oh yeah. See, it's on. Okay. The last time you two talked, there was a little tension. Okay. And the overview, the Magician. So you do want this to happen. It's not like you're feeling you're forced to. It's because you want to. Big difference. The Magician, you actually want this to happen. You are trying to ease more of that softer energy out of you. And for Virgo, it's not an accusation, honey. It's just, I can't say I'm surprised. You know, the earth signs interpret feelings very differently. And it's not right or wrong. It's your elemental approach is your elemental approach. You know, I'm an Ace of Cups. I have 3 prominent Scorpio placements. I really don't have much say in the matter. And while approaching people with Ace of Cups makes sense to me, to other people, it makes no sense whatsoever. So, to each their own. So, you finding your particular comfort zone to express yourself on an emotional level is up to you, just so long as you do. That's it. That's all that matters. You don't have to match this person exactly degree by degree to the heart space. It's just, I just know that when it comes from you as the Emperor, when you do relinquish it, when you do allow the words to come from you, to flow from you, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So long as the flow is real, so long as you are representing your emotions to the best of your abilities, I think that's all this person wants, because they have an interest in you in terms of harmony. 2-10-2. Okay? I just need to know that you feel something. And if we can talk cups, then we can talk anything. You know, you want to talk shop? Let's talk from the heart. And what's shared between you two is, like I said, the last time you two talked, there was some heat on it. Oh, there was some heat on it. There was a little bit of tension on there. Oh, no. So there might have been a little argument. And let me tell you what happened as best I can explain it. Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands, the Five of Wands. So this is all wand. 2 are positive fire. 1 is negative fire. Something happened where our good passion in some sort of conversation that you two had went from positive to negative. Here's my good fire towards you. Here's my good energy towards you. These are my good intentions. Let's talk. Let's do it. To argument. So somewhere in that expression, literally the expression of one's good intentions, this is my passion. This is my energy towards you. You know, let's do this. I'm green. I'm lit. Green means go. Let's go. Let's go. And then in that process of going and communicating, something picked up, it was going somewhere, and then an argument happened. Something wasn't conveyed correctly. Okay, I think there was too much fire in there and not enough water. There's something about this person's energy that recognizes it, and there's something in your energy that recognizes it as well. Okay? We at some point we needed to turn off the heat, the excitement, and we're exchanging. Expectations are building, and then somewhere the water component, I believe, was left out, and it converted into a negative fire or an argument. So there needs to be, I guess my point is, more of an expression of feeling, positive feeling between you two, to ease whatever tension already took place. And otherwise I'd see the lines of communication opening up like that, no problem. Because it really actually, I know that the dynamic between you two, there's pride involved and misunderstanding and miscommunication, and somebody was a little too rough and stiff and the other person was a little too open and gooey. I understand that. You know, sometimes if your person's water and you are earth, and water and earth collide, it makes mud, and then people are like, how did I get stuck in this? I know. I know. But that's the good news, is that you can purify that mud and we can get it to, you know, to clean water and good clean earth again. You know what I'm saying? And that's where energy grows. That's where things grow, right? We want things to grow positively. So water feeds earth. We don't want to just make mud. We want to grow something. So I think if we can inject some water into this, like this person's saying that they need and you are relinquishing, you figured it out, it'll be good. We can convert that energy back into a place of positivity, and also, like I said, P.S., you kind of want to with the Magician. So it's looking like that's on course, or it could be relatively soon. I'm seeing the communication happen, not in just past reference, but also in future orientation. I can kind of see where it was coming from. Okay? But no. We can get past this, guys. We can get past this. We just need a little love. Needs a little love, like real love. You know, it's more than I care about you. I care about you can be lovely, but it's also horribly generic. It's not... When people have a hard time expressing their feelings, they will often default to, I care about you. Great. What does that mean? You know, so the Knight of Cups is a little bit more on the vulnerable side and says, this is coming from me personally. So whatever it is that happened, let's try to be a little bit more expressive to real feelings that we can pinpoint. And it's under love, you know? All right, advice, please. You know, your neighbor, my neighbor Bob, can say, well, I care about you, and he technically wouldn't be wrong. But that doesn't mean Bob loves me. You understand? That's what I'm trying to say. There's something here about the communication from you, a little more on the softer personal side. Okay? All right. And the High Priestess, these are intuition. The Empress, the person of importance. The Two of Swords, who we could not see. The King of Cups, so somebody who is heavily water-oriented. Yeah. They were, whoever that emotional person is here, that heavy water intuition, they said they were confused. You were feeling a certain way with the High Priestess. You're the Empress. You're trying to use your intuition, I believe, or you feel that this person is highly intuitive, or they're kind of the Empress energy. But regardless of how much we have respect and love for the other person, if things aren't clearly communicated, it can cause confusion about what somebody's heart space really means. Not just the importance of the other person, because the Empress is, you can say, oh, you're so important, you're so productive, you're so beautiful, you're so bountiful. You're describing that person or you're describing the relationship. You're not actually saying what you feel. Again, I feel like there's that distance there between describing something and actually conveying the feelings. That seems to be where the chasm exists between you two. Let's take it out of descriptions or generic references into something that's a little bit more personal of the self. I'm not trying to put it all off on you. It's just I see the kind of stiffness surrounding your energy, and then you soften it, and they're like, this is perfect. This is exactly what I needed from you. Okay, that's why. And like I said, you want it to happen. Okay, Virgo honey, I hope this helped you. You put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Capricorn, welcome to your mid-month check-in. We're going to do a brief yours and theirs based on reading only, no clarification. Show me Capricorn in their person. 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 And your person, by the way, once more, does not have to be a significant other, spouse, etc. It's the dynamic as you best understand it, and that could be anybody. So it's either true or it's not. So take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse energies as it applies. What's going on, please? Show me Capricorn in their person. Show me Capricorn in their person. Not gonna lie, your in-depth for Intimate Tarot was a bit rough, but like I said, and hopefully I've seen the peak of it, the worst of it, and let's move past it. I really don't want to see any more of that. I really don't. You know, and I'm just giving you that heads up right now. If you were that Capricorn who's looking for rainbows and sunshine and all the happiness, I would love to give you that, honey. Tarot, real tarot, by the way, is not Whataburger. I can put in the order, but Spirit gives back to me what they give back to me. That's how that works, okay? And the only reason I kept it is because I did see resolution in the end. Otherwise, I would have scrapped it. So, I do hope it helped you is my point, but do be prepared. If you are indeed a sensitive Capricorn and you don't want to hear any of that stuff, don't watch it, okay? That's that. All right. Oh, yeah, so there we go. Kicking it off, bro. Seriously, honey. Death. Queen of Wands. The Moon. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Surrounding you. Four of Swords. The Tower. The High Priestess. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I'm kind of getting tired of seeing this level of intensity for you. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, good. Shifting out of that. Ace of Coins. Good. I'm glad to see that your mind is headed in that direction. Look, you experienced an ending, so did they. Okay? As far as I can tell, you're both equal in that respect. Their intuition's telling them it's correct. They hated doing it. It might have been loud. It might have been dramatic. But they're saying that they're recovering. You yourself are coming out of this particular death as well. It's looking like you're going through a transformative stage, and hopefully it will be complete rather soon. But they're also showing me the Moon. When it comes to you, not all is yet known, but you are feeling better. Okay, in terms of your confidence is rising once more. Your sense of passion is rising once more. Again, let me make this clear. You're both showing me past orientation to an ending, so I don't know why I'm saying it. Except for one thing. Four of Pentacles. Somebody is still kind of holding on to this energetically, bare minimum. Because as far as I can tell, it's been called quits between you two. You yourself question about whether or not this was the right thing to do. Part of you feels confident, and that's the part of you I want you to trust. Okay? The other part is not so sure. They're into. I strongly suspect, honey, that they're the one holding on, and I'll tell you why. Even though they're trying to heal from this dramatic break, whatever that Tower is to you both, intuitively they suspect it may not be done. And that's why I think that they're the one that's technically holding on. You seem to be interested in an Ace of Pentacles fresh start. Okay, and I'm going to have to agree with you. Not because I think that they're wrong or a bad person. It's just these kind of endings happen for a reason. If I were to see Six of Cups and the Lovers, heavy soul bond, soulmate connectivity, I'd be like, yeah, there's a good chance it's coming back around. Or there's a good reason why you both are holding on. I don't see that. What I see is that somebody's kind of keeping their feelers open towards you, even while they're resting and trying to heal the situation, or at least on their side. Your side, you're like, I feel pretty good about this ending, so that kind of tells me you're the one who initiated it and or triggered it. They had a part to play in it, don't get me wrong. I think that there's something here that they... Perhaps they feel that it was brought upon them as a shock or a surprise. I personally feel like it was something that they could not come to terms with, or they could not heal within the connection, and so the tower was brought down, and they've been trying to recover from it ever since. I think intuitively they felt this was coming, but that doesn't mean that they were willing to change or willing to look at whatever this was or the problem of it. There's a lot of what ifs attached to this person. They're intuitive, but not really accepting. I tried, but not really. This was going to come down. I knew it, but I didn't want to deal with it, or I didn't want to address it. So somebody who's intuitive but is ignoring their intuition. Something like that. See what I'm saying? Without clarifying, I can't really tell how far their intuition goes. But I do believe it's them that's holding on. We have Leo energy here, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm seeing that is coming from within you. You might have some very sharp aspects like that in your chart. But yeah, I mean, somebody is not just holding on, they're stubbornly holding on too, with strength there. And then I see somebody break off as an individual in the Ace of Pentacles, and I think it's you, just because your overview says Page of Pentacles. You have just begun the process of allowing that particular seed of starting over a new investment to grow. So this is where I think your energy currently is, and where it intends to be in future, from a page to a full ace. I think you were more prepared for this ending than they were, even though they felt it coming. That doesn't mean, again, that they were willing to advance that tower or accept it. You can be intuitive, but if you're ignoring your intuition, or you refuse to really heal and look at major issues, what's going to happen is what's going to happen. Okay. I think you were more prepared for this ending than they were, is my point. And while you might question your readiness in terms of, did I do the right thing? I want you to trust your confidence that was telling you that yes. Okay. You can always second guess yourself. Okay, it's easy to do that, but trust the bigger part of you that says this feels correct. Even if you didn't like it. Of course you didn't fucking like it. Who likes this? Who would anywhere like this? It's not something you take pleasure in. It's not fun. It's not a tally game on a scoreboard. How many things can I blow up and end before they do it to me? How can I hurt someone else before they can hurt me? It's not fun. It's not fun to death something. It's not fun to world something. But that doesn't mean that you can't feel in some way that it wasn't correct either, you know. Or that it was correct, I should say. So not all is yet known. As far as I can tell, the starting over process has just begun for you. So the things aren't very clear yet about your direction and your next investment or intention. For the earth signs, can't say I'm surprised. You can see that Page of Pentacles there. So just please be aware, this looks terribly fresh and terribly disruptive now. Intuitively, though, they feel like they're not done with you or the situation. They're fully healed from it, so they're kind of stubbornly holding on to it. Perhaps they're in denial. They still feel like there's something to hold on to. It seems to me if they had been listening to their intuition properly, there would have been more paying attention to road signs before this happened. You know. And I see a brand new opportunity before you in time. Okay. In time. You know, I'm not trying to knock on your person at all. So for those Capricorn cross watchers, you know, guys, it's really not about you. It either is or it isn't. This either fits you or it doesn't. So when I say, you know, it's very rare that I say someone's intuitive, but that doesn't mean they're listening to themselves. That's what this is. Okay? You had the warning signs. Somebody here had the warning signs and they ignored it. Or they tried to heal it, but not really. But not really. You know? And just holding on with strength when something's clearly over isn't really going to help. But, you know, until you're ready to understand that or process it, there you go. Advice, please, for Capricorn. Advice, please, for Capricorn. The Four of Swords, yes, continue to heal and understand what your best interest is with the Nine of Cups. In other words, know your feeling, as we've discussed. It's okay to question it. But again, if the bigger part of you says this feels correct, I'm not happy about it, but it feels correct, then it's correct. I promise. Okay. Four Swords, Nine of Cups. Continue to heal what feels right to you, what is right to you. And the High Priestess, you listen to your intuition. Okay? Please, listen to your intuition. The Hermit, healing, Page of Wands, opening up, Queen of Swords, you'll decide that in time because you are still recovering from that Ten of Swords. So yeah, this is super fresh, huh? This is not something that happened 5 years ago. This is super fresh. But then again, all good tarot is essentially timeless, so perhaps this did happen to you 5 or 10 years ago. I hope not, because it's time to have recovered from it. So that's why I'm saying it looks incredibly fresh to me. Not all is yet known or revealed to you. I want you to use your intuition that this is correct, and that in time you will open up to the investment that feels correct to you, your next investment, whatever that is, and it will grow in size in time. Okay? All right, Capricorn, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Scorpio, welcome to your mid-month check-in. We're going to do a brief yours and theirs, no clarifiers. What's going on, please? For Scorpio and their person, show me Scorpio and their person, show me Scorpio and their person. Once more. Your person is whoever fits the dynamic that I'm describing. So no, it does not have to be about a lover or spouse, that kind of thing. It's whoever fits the bill or doesn't. So take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse energies as it applies. Show me Scorpio, please. Show me Scorpio, please, and their person. Show me Scorpio and their person, please. Show me Scorpio and their person. Show me Scorpio and their person, please. What's going on, please, for Scorpio and their person? You, the Star, Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. Okay. You are still recovering from pain of the past. Five of Cups, you know. I don't get to see you like this too often anymore, so for that I'm actually very grateful. You've been showing me a lot of steady, consistent energy for months now. Being beautiful, glorious, self-empowered. I have been loving it. It's been a while since I've seen the Five of Cups for you. A while. Is the Five of Cups new to Scorpio? Hell no. We're so good at it. Holding on to old pain of the past and acting like it's no big deal because we're just so used to it. We can accommodate these heavy emotions, and the thing is, we're too good at it. It's one of our cons. We can carry a Five of Cups a long time and we won't think anything of it. In fact, we'll be convinced it's not affecting us at all. You know, Scorpios are just a little too well built in terms of accommodating pain. Am I surprised to see it? No. Do I want to see it? No. But I don't think it's going to be a problem for too much longer. The Star, the Nine of Pentacles, honey, you have dreams in you, you have visions in you. You have a sense of destiny and purpose in you. Nine of Pentacles and the Star. It's purpose, destiny. I know who I am. I know what I'm about. You know, I'm a proud individual. Scorpio, I can stand on my own 2 feet, and I have big dreams in me. I have big hopes and desires. Yes, my heart hurts in some way. Okay, that's with me. Why? I'm not clarifying, but let's keep going. Four of Swords, Page of Pentacles, the High Priestess. Well, somebody, and it says low-key, as far as I can tell, nothing's happened, or if it will at all, it's looking like it's under contemplation. Okay. I don't know who this is, and I don't want you to jump for joy about it, because the energy frequency, while it's nice, it's contemplative, and it's calm and it's quiet. That's exactly my point. It's calm and it's quiet. It's not doing anything yet, if at all. Four of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the High Priestess. Someone is quietly contemplating, and from an intuitive place, and from a healing place, thinking about doing something with the Page of Pentacles. I don't know what that means. When it's under Page of Pentacles, it usually comes under the guise of an idea. It could be an idea from, okay, my idea is to maybe communicate with Scorpio, or my idea is to maybe do this, that, and the other. Okay. So it's coming from, and you know, and it's in the interest of healing. They intuitively, they feel that they might be able to heal with you, but again, it's just a little guy right now. I don't see it taking effect yet, if at all. I don't know. Any shared some sort of relationship energy here? Four of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Six of Cups. Of course, it's a soul bond. Like I said, honey, a 2 of Cups for us just won't do, will it? No, we must have soul bonds. We must have the most complicated connections ever. 2 of Cups are for other people. No. I need the complexity. I need the emotional and spiritual complexity that comes with a soulmate. I just can't do it. Two of Cups, Christina, it's so mundane. I understand. Two of Cups are for other people. I need to be twisted in my soul. Why are we like this? I don't know, honey. I don't do low-level cups either. It's like, if it's the feeling's not huge, what's the point, right? All right, I'm laughing. Let's see. Overview, the Ace of Cups. You would like to hope in your heart again. Of course, you want to get out of that sticky, icky Five of Cups. Nobody likes that. Good. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm so very familiar with that Scorpio energy. I have triple placements in Scorpio in my Western as well as my Verdict, so I really don't want to hear it. I'm extremely familiar with the Scorpionic energy. I remember one guy popped his mouth off once. He's like, well, probably in sidereal astrology, you're probably not even a Scorpio anyway, so stop being so proud. I'm like, oh, honey, no, I'm over there too. So I'm a triple Scorpio no matter where I turn around. And that's the whole of the conversation. Don't get me started on Western astrology versus this. I don't want to get into it. It's a good conversation. It's a good one to have. I'm not getting into it today. That's another lecture. My point is, honey, I'm familiar with this energy. I get it. I understand you. I understand where it's coming from. I want you to take away from this. You are still carrying over some pain in your heart. Are you working through it? Yes. Do you want your heart space back open to a full capacity? Yes. Would you be even interested in new love? Yeah. 100%. You know, I don't see you giving too much weight to that Five of Cups is my point. And underdeveloped Scorpios, going back to my main point, drive me crazy because they will just wallow in that Five of Cups. I'm miserable and I want you to know I'm miserable. Edgar Allan Poe is my idol. Now, I love me some Poe. Okay? I've studied Poe intensely. I very much admire his work. I've built many theses around the work of Poe. I am very familiar. I admire him. But you guys, we can't be emo. Underdeveloped Scorpios are, just think of them as emo. I'm sad. And I'm tragically sad. And I need everyone in the world to know I'm tragically sad. You ever met an underdeveloped Scorpio? I have no patience for that. No. Get out of it. Be the phoenix. Rise. You set yourself alight, return to ashes, and be reborn again. That is a developed Scorpio. Now, what I'm seeing is a developed Scorpio. Perhaps you have not fully returned to ash yet. Okay? You still carry some pain knocking around in your heart from the past. Cool. But know that it's within you to achieve so much more. You're already in it. That's your real world as far as I can see with that Nine of Pentacles. Okay? You're established. You're killing it. You might even be materially wealthy. I don't know. But your state of independence says, I make my dreams come true. And if you can remember that Five of Cups, I don't care where it came from. I don't care what the expiration date on it is. I don't care. That will mean nothing. Okay? This is what you focus on. That's where you aspire to be currently. Now, if this person drops a page, whatever the hell that is to them, I don't know. They're thinking about it, so that's nice. Intuitively, here's what's interesting. Intuitively, this person feels like they should try to do something to heal with you. And what's shared between you, I can kind of see why. Four of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Six of Cups. Well, that's no easy thing to just give up. It's a beautiful connection when it works, right? That's what that is. When that connection works, it's beautiful. It's alive. It's got spunk. It's got spark. It's got woohoo. It's got fireworks. Everybody's had their coffee and they're just like, oh, look at those kites in the sky. Everything's just so fantastic right now. We just, oh my God, it's just fantastic. Yes, I agree. That is beautiful. When it works between you two. And when it don't, it don't. You know, the Four of Wands, some sort of relationship energy, could be marriage. I don't know. That's up to you two. Whatever that relationship is, it's a definition that comes down to between two people. So however you designated it, okay, that's your contract as a relationship. Could be friend, could be more than friends, could be somewhere in between, could be full on, I don't know. Knight of Wands is their passion. Duh. Yes. And then the Six of Cups, it was shared between you two. So you both had a sense of reminiscence here. You both had a sense of sweet nothings. You both had a sense of sweet attachment. The Six of Cups, the old exchange. You might have literally shared cups, like you try mine, I'll try yours. Many memories over the table, many memories over, feelings, that kind of thing. Uniqueness, your unique bond, okay? You wouldn't want to replicate it with anyone else because it's not that person. So it doesn't make sense, right? It's just that person. Do you two have the potential to reconcile and work shit out? Yes. Is it going to happen? Do you have the energetic potential? Fuck yes. You're the star with the Nine of Pentacles, honey. Don't doubt it. Is your heart getting back into a place of fullness, compassion, empathy, all that good Scorpio stuff that a developed Scorpio is known for? Yes. On your side, yes. It is absolutely possible for you. You're already getting out of the pain anyway, regardless of this person's input. So that tells me you're self-healing. Beautiful. And they themselves are being quiet and healing in their own way. And what they're trying to understand intuitively is, should I do something? Page of Pentacles. I've got this unique relationship connection to Scorpio. Man, it looks good. It feels good. It fits me. Do I want to try to re-engage with it? That's the part I can't answer because they're under contemplation. But I will say this, it's honest contemplation. And it's thoughtful contemplation. They don't devote a lot of energy to it. Like I said, it's very quiet. It's more like in the restful time when they're quiet or they're sleeping. And if you two are soul bonded and they're showing me an intuition element, there's a good chance you two dream about each other, so on and so forth. So whether or not they will, I don't know. I can't say. I honestly don't know. But yeah, what you two have between you is gorgeous, and it's natural, it's organic. And I hope that it might continue once more. And be worked out between you two, whatever it is that needs to get worked out, because it looks like it would be worth it. They have to know that, and I think you already know that it would be. Regardless, your heart is fuller and trying to be fuller and more ready for anything at all, not just this energy. As far as I can tell, there is no current communication and there is no current action. The potential of it exists, absolutely. Not all is gone, not all is lost, not all is forsaken. I don't know what went down between you two, but I think you both have had your respective timeouts. Let's put it that way. Yes. Nine of Cups. Oh. There you are. They're resting on you right now as we speak. Oh, they have some very intense thoughts when it comes to you. Okay, Nine of Cups, the Three of Wands, the Queen of Cups, that's you. Okay. Kind of awaiting for the fullness in your heart. Emotions, Four of Swords, that's what I attribute to them, resting on their particular devil energy when it comes to, I'm not saying they're a devil. What I'm saying is that they're trying to heal some part of themselves that is either fearful, patternized, or something like that. And that, you know what? That means it's working, though. The fact that they're showing me the High Priestess, if they are doing that level of shadow work, then I say good for them. Because they're getting out of touch with the devil and more in touch with their intuition. So that tells me whatever it is that's really prohibited them from being whatever it is they are with you came from a place of fear, and that fear is now dissipating. If you're turning your devil into a High Priestess after some rest and healing, that means you're doing a good job. That means you're doing a very good job. You stop listening to the fear and you start listening more to your intuition. So I told you it was under contemplation. But yeah, okay, more of that. We would like to put some constructive work into this. The idea is, I know we're kind of solid, or we can be solid, or we can be tight, that kind of thing. And you are literally waiting to feel good about yourself. You're in that process right now. You're looking very chill, okay? With no expectations other than you to feel better. Very good, okay? But yeah, whether or not they will, I don't know. But here's the deal, man. The Moon and the Two of Cups. We got some hidden feelings in here. Isn't it always, though? You think with connections like this, it would be so obvious, but it's not so obvious. That's the thing about soul bonds and soulmates. The energy is so powerful sometimes, it's like you don't feel the need to express yourself, or somebody doesn't. No, you still have to express yourself. Just because the flow between you two is swift and organic and easy doesn't mean that the expression of it is equally easy. You can't take it for granted. So somebody's feelings, their particular Two of Cups, their side of the division, yours or theirs, I'm going to go ahead and take a guess it's theirs. After all, they had the Devil that they're trying to work through. That's that fear that most likely prohibited them and kept their feelings under the moon. They are now coming to terms with that, and that's what I'm seeing, a flip in their energy from the Devil to the intuitive state. All that to say, things are taking effect the way they need to. But again, so good on them, good job for them, and I really mean that. They're doing some really real shadow work, and I respect that. I still don't see. You just do you, honey. Just you do you, okay? You do you. Speaking of which, there you are. Yeah, Death, the Emperor, the Magician. Someone is looking at you. They'd like to summon you back. So there's a little bit more of a power stamp right there. So they are willing it. They're learning. I give them that. I give them that full credit. But no, I don't see any action at this time. It's the spiritual energy is here. The connection's here. The actual action and resolve, well, I guess you could say that's being worked out as we speak. Other than that, I don't see any real world activity. But you two did have a real world connection. I think you two felt it more easily than you did express it. That's all I really have from this, okay? But there comes a time that even though it's easily felt again, you still have an obligation to express it, what it means to you and your feeling towards it. And somebody's summoning you back, Death. They're literally looking at you. It's like, hey, Scorpio, you get back over here. But that hasn't actually taken place yet. So the more this person tunes into their manifestation and their healing elements, the more likely they are to do something about it. Okay. All right, honey, I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. I'll see you for your next in-depth. Actually, yes. Oh, yes, your intimate tarot this week. I liked it. I did. It was great to actually see you in that way. It was like, I think I called your message, taking it to the next level. Because, well, it got interesting like that. So, hopefully I'll see you at your next in-depth. Scorpio, honey, put in the comments, like I said. Take care. Be well. Pisces, welcome to your mid-month check-in. We're going to do a brief yours and theirs, no clarification. Show me Pisces in their person, show me Pisces in their person, show me Pisces in their person. I'm trying to keep that away from the microphone. I love this deck, but it's got such a sharp snap. And oh my goodness, I already get so many cries about, why do you have to shuffle? It hurts my ears. I suggest you turn down your volume, because I don't quite understand what you think tarot is, but it does require shuffling, so I am sympathetic. However, maybe go like this real quick. And then when I start talking, go like this. Turn it back up. You know? But yes, even I have to be conscientious of this one. It's a snapper. That one's a snapper. Love it though. It's a great deck. Show me Pisces in the person. No, once more, like always, it does not have to be about a significant other, spouse, or anything like that. It's a dynamic that either fits you or doesn't. So take what resonates, leave what it's not, and reverse energies as it applies. All right, for your side. Okay, Six of Cups, Strength, the Ten of Cups. Oh, that's beautiful. Justice, the Magician, Seven of Cups. You both want to keep it going, honey. Shared. Okay, the Three of Cups. What was lost came back. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, what was lost has been returned in some way. You know, yeah. We closed off a cycle and then we opened back up to it. So if anybody takes offense to that, I don't know what to tell you. It's either not your reading or you really want it to happen, but you're not in a place where you can admit it, and that's where the frustration comes from. So again, take what resonates, leave it as not. I'm seeing a connection that was lost and it's coming back, and it seems like it's coming back stronger than it was. It is a soul bond type situation. And you feel very strongly about it. They feel very strongly about it. You both have more or less said this feels right to me. And at one point, the emotions went adrift between you. They did drift. They did drift. You drifted. They drifted. The both of you did. But then there was some sort of Three of Cups here, reunion, reconnecting. And you even opened with, or your overview is the world. As the door might have closed on this, it seems to be coming back. So can't say I'm surprised with that with soulmates and things like that. It's fairly common. And it can drive people crazy, but, you know, it's normal. In this world, in 5D energy, this is perfectly normal. But it seems to be, whatever it is coming back, it seems to be stronger than it was. And that's all I care about. The Pisces I'm looking at, that's all you care about. They say it feels good. You say it feels good. I really don't need to dig too hard on this, and I really don't want to. I just want to take this for what it is, and the Pisces I'm looking at, you want to take this for what it is too. You don't want to question it. They're open to it. They say it feels good now, so perhaps it didn't feel right then. Okay. They say they want to explore this with you. In fact, they're manifesting it. They said it literally feels right. It literally feels right to be considered in the cups again with you. You're like, I feel very strongly about this connection between us. Let's harmonize it. Let's expand from a 6 to a 10. Let's take it further on the emotional rainbow level, if you will, or really get in those cups and let's include each other more on the emotional plane of existence, that kind of thing. Shared, Knight of Cups, the 6 of Swords, the 3 of Cups. Like I said, at some point the love drifted away and then it came drifting back. So I don't know who did what or said what. I really don't know. It doesn't matter. I got 2 people here on the same page. That's all I really care about. You know? And, yeah, the world, it either got on the edge of ending or it fully ended and it came back, regardless. It's pretty much a similar concept. It's just one's officially over, but then officially comes back, and one was on the verge of ending, but didn't. Retracted. So, yeah, there you go. If it hasn't happened yet, it should be relatively soon, but it looks like you two are already kind of enjoying the energy here. Okay, so I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is a long-lost family member that finally made their way back home. I don't know if this is a long-lost love. I have no idea. It's whatever it is, it fits to you. But thank you for making this one incredibly simple for me today. I really appreciate you for that. And that's not even sarcasm, huh? That is legit. I get so frustrated people show me such complicated shit on the day I'm not clarifying. So good for you both. I'm happy for you both. That's not even, I mean, for cereal. For cereal. That is legit. I'm very pleased for you both. You know, this looks good. This looks really good. So congratulations. Okay? Just take that for what it is. And if it's not you, or you don't want it to be you, check your other placements, guys. There's no reason to be upset. I don't know why people get so damn offended by the idea of reconnectivity. If it's wrong, don't do it. If it's right, do it. If your person, your ex, or whoever was garbage or they were an asshole, there's no reason to be mad because it's not you. You know? I just don't understand. It looks beautiful. I'm looking at beautiful energy here today. Not asshole energy. And trust me, I know the difference. Okay. It does feel like a reunited thing. Strongly so. So there's a good chance it could be a family member too. You know? Especially with that 10 of Cups there. That's absolutely possible. Absolutely. Perhaps you could have some familiar celebrations coming up, family reunion, that kind of thing. And it feels really good and comprehensive. Perhaps you two have been, or you guys have been detached as a family for a long time. That's there as well. That's absolutely possible. That is absolutely possible. Some advice, please? Not that I think you need too much. Everything's looking good to me. Okay, Page of Swords. Yeah, I wouldn't put too much thought into this either, to be honest with you. Or really wouldn't. It looks good. Temperance, time has passed, patience has happened, compassion has happened, healing has happened. We don't need to put too much thought into this. It's looking like you both understand to some extent that even if it is just 2 people, that is healthy energy, that you both have done your growth, you both have done your healing, and that would explain the magnificence of both your energies, just feeling like this is good. Okay? What happens after this in the long term, I don't know, but for now, take it for what it is, accept it as it is, because it looks good for the both of you. Okay? Yeah. The Hierophant. Goodness gracious. Yeah. There was a fight. I'm not going to go into all that. There was a fight. Some shit went down. Okay? Somebody's like, I'm out of here. I'm over it. You know, and that way people do. And, somebody was a little too cocky, perhaps took the energy for granted. You know, took the energy for granted. There was some sort of fight that went down here. It's like, I got this, everything's cool, it's under control. And actually, no, it wasn't. It was immediately met with resistance. I feel like somebody got a little too cocky. Somebody took some sort of energetic exchange here for granted, like, everything's cool, I got this. And it's like, it wasn't as simple as that person had perceived it to be. And it's like, oh, this is nothing, or this isn't a problem. Actually, yes, it was. I think somebody was taking that feel-good energy a little too much for granted without taking the necessary steps to ensure that all was well. They just presumed or assumed it was well. Okay. And no, something about that caused major disruption. And let me know if you're connecting to Scorpio. You don't have to. Heavy water here in the general sense. Actually, everybody's here, to be honest, so it's kind of irrelevant. We have Leo, we have Sag, we have Taurus, we have Libra. Yes. But yeah, and that caused a lot of friction. So we can't assume things are all cool and good and, hey man, I'm okay, you're okay. No. Somebody took the feel-good energies for granted, and it caused a problem, it caused a rift. So I'm saying what looks like, a reconnection that's beneficial to you both, and you both have learned some things, you both have cooled off, you both have showed temperance, time, patience, compassion, and healing of thyself, so that way you can heal with someone else reasonably. Okay? That's what it's looking like to me. And we want this to happen. We want this to happen. For some of you, this may not happen till world's end, and for some of you, I don't know why I'm saying it, but the 21st might be important. Don't know why. Okay, that's enough. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. Take care. Be well. Cancer, welcome to your mid-month. We're going to do a brief here's and there's, no clarifiers. Show me Cancer in their person, please. Oh, okay. Page of Wands, a little bit of curiosity. Opening up just a little bit. What's going on for Cancer, please? Show me what's going on for Cancer, please. I have to tell you, okay, your intimate tarot was different. It was very, and I'm all about different. It was just with you. Let me put it this way. When I actually have to stop a reading, go like this, and then be like, wait. And that's exactly what happened. For a good several minutes, I was silent as I was working shit out like a fucking puzzle for you. I hope you appreciate it. But you had me scratching my head. And I'll tell you why. You had, well, I'm not going to give the whole thing away. It's like 58 minutes. Whatever. It is what it is. But I had two completely different sexual energies that influence you. The polarity was bizarre. It was interesting. One fit you like a glove, and you were least connected to. One did not fit you like a glove at all, but it was there. And it, see, I don't want to give the whole thing, because I tell you, it was so complicated and so complex and comprehensive. And after I clarified it deeply, it made a lot of sense to me. I just hope it makes sense to you. That's the thing. It's one thing when it makes sense to me, but if I can't make it make sense to the audience, then oh shoot. So I hope it makes sense to you, honey. I'm just giving you the heads up right now. It's called managing expectations. I did the best I could for 58 minutes. Okay. Oh my God. You and Taurus put me through it sometimes. It's like, I need more. I'm going to act like I don't, but yes, I do. That's all right. That's all right. If I go a little deeper for you both, that's all right. All right, show me Cancer in the person. Like always, once more, no, it does not have to be about a significant other, person, partner, etc. It could be any dynamic for which you are acquainted with or it applies to you. And if it doesn't, well, there you go. Take what resonates, leave what does not, reverse energies as it applies, yeah? We're going to start with your side, but as I just said, reverse them as you need to. King of Swords, that's different for you. Seven of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Well, I got to make up my mind about something. You don't seem to be too pressed about it right now. I'm not saying it's not important to you, but it's kind of like, I got stuff going on. You know? Yeah, I got some stuff up in the air. Some of you are busy. It's kind of like a mechanical busy. I'm not saying that you don't have deep feeling for it or care or concern for it, but it's kind of like, it feels like mechanical busyness. Like some of you might, and that's not an insult. I'm not knocking that. Some of you might have two jobs. It could be that simple, you know? And in which case, you know, we're trying to get that productivity point higher, get more fruit off that particular tree. Seven of Pentacles, as we know, something is growing, but it's not at the rate we want. It's probably not the most fruitful, but you know, we're going to put more of our effort into it to make sure we get more out of it. That's for some of you, yeah. Others of you, it's like, yeah, I got stuff going on. Nothing's really flipping my radar here. But yeah, I got stuff going on, and I believe you. It's established stuff, whatever that is. The Seven of Pentacles is, you know, it's got roots. It has roots. And then there's a little bit of back and forth here, but you know, this is weird for you. This is weird. Maybe you have some heavy earth and or air in your chart. It's not a knock on either. It's just different for you. I'm used to seeing your smorgasbord of emotions, let's put it that way. And that's not a knock. I know who you are. You know, I know who Cancer is. I love Cancer. You know, it's just different. The Fool, the Eight of Wands, the Page of Cups. Somebody wants to talk to you. Let's share between you anxiety, the Tower, the Five of Cups. There is a little bit of a blow up. There is a little incident. There's an incident. I don't know what that incident is. You know, wait, you're not reflecting on the incident. You're like, it's business as usual, Christina. And then I got some shared energies that suggest some shit went down between you and somebody, so I'm sorry. Okay, what's that overview looking like? Just a sense of balance. Libran energy doesn't have to be. Sense of justice, balance, fairness. It's interesting. The Fool, Eight of Wands, the Page of Cups. It's almost like they're saying, that's my bad. I don't know what that means, but it's almost like they're saying, that's my bad. I'm going to open up to this. I'm going to drop an apology. There you go. I don't know what that is, but it feels like pressure. It feels like pressure. I feel like somebody had a blow up moment, and I don't think it was you. I don't think it was you. I don't. I think somebody got a little snippy. I think somebody got a lot of pressure on you. They might have even gotten confrontational in terms of these are the expectations. Or you've disappointed me, or you've hurt me. And you're like, I see you kind of giving this person the cold shoulder. It's, again, but it would explain a lot. As I say, it just doesn't feel like you at all. But I think you're giving this person the cold shoulder. And I can kind of see why. Somebody stressed you out. Somebody stressed you out with this level of disappointment. And you're like, where is this coming from? So I don't know if it's a little pushy, dismissive, offhanded word, offhanded gesture, offhanded implication that somebody's not doing their job right, or you know, failed to meet my expectations. It was like a blow to the ego, you know. But what are you going to do? This person's in your life, so you're like, I'm not happy with you right now, so I'm not trying to, like, show you my emotions right now. I'm not trying to talk to you right now. I haven't dismissed you. I haven't cut you out. I haven't dropped you like a hot pile of steaming garbage. But, you know, I'm still here, because that's what you were saying. I'm still here. I'm doing shit. But I'm not exactly thrilled to talk to you right now. I don't really see that side of you very much at all. Don't get me wrong, you are moody. I mean, hello Cancer, you're the crab. You go back and forth. I get that. It's not a knock. Don't even get me started on Scorpio's processes. We're just as bad. So it's because I understand you that I can talk to you like this, not because I don't. So justice and fairness. Somebody's going to try to make nice with you now. Is that what that is? It's in the overview. You would like to balance up with them too. Don't get me wrong. Otherwise, you wouldn't be showing me justice in your overview. But it's kind of like you also say it's your responsibility. You're the one who blew your shit up in my face. I didn't ask you to get my... I didn't tell you to cut me down like that. It kind of feels like that, doesn't it? It feels like a blow to the ego. Like somebody was a little too offhanded with their words, thoughts, and they didn't put enough feeling into it before they said it. It's like, this hurts me, so I'm going to say something really nasty to you because I need you to feel how I feel like right now. And if you've ever been in a dynamic with that with somebody who knows you really well, they can say something that can cut you down to size like that. And that's what it feels like. It happened fast. Somebody said or did something that didn't have any consideration to what you were going to feel when it happened or what you would think when they said or did it. And so that's why I'm kind of seeing like can we do you want to make peace? That's my bad. I was crazy. I just lost my shit that day. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, boo-boo. I didn't mean to upset you. I'm sorry. The Fool, Eight of Wands, Page of Cups. So somebody has direct access to you. This is not someone who's distant from you. This is not somebody who you're like, I haven't talked to them in 5 years. This is somebody who's in your immediate proximity. The way you're reacting is business as usual. I'm giving this person the cold shoulder. I'm not trying to show them emotion right now because they pissed me off. They hurt me. They said something that feels like it just cut you to the quick. And you can only get that kind of dynamic with somebody who's in your face. Like they know your weaknesses. They know you at the intimate level. And they knew they were going to say something that was going to trip you up, trigger you, or just frankly take you by surprise. And you're like, where the hell is this coming from? What did I do to you? It's like, what do you mean you're disappointed by what I did 5 years ago and and you blame everything on me? What the hell is that? That's what it feels like. You see what I'm saying? It is coming down to the kind of nitty-gritty day-to-day mundane, but that's also real life. Not everybody's always, and I can tell you this person's in your proximity because the way they feel free to speak to you, like, that's my bad. Can we talk about what happened? Can I tell you how I'm sorry? I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I was in a mood that day. I was crazy. I was just crazy. I'm sorry. That's my bad. That's what it feels like. So I do see them opening up for an apology to you relatively soon if they haven't already. It's on their mind. I can't see it being as late as Libra season. I mean, by then that's an apology gone bad. There's something that needs to be brought forward sooner rather than later. And if this person's smart and has any emotionality or pretext with you at all, they'll pony it up sooner rather than later. Because that hurt. That hurt. I'm looking at this and I'm like, ow, that hurt. I mean, like, and the reaction is, where did that even come from? And the way you're super chill is like chill towards them. Like, I'm not trying to discuss this right now. I'm here. I'm doing shit like I always do, but I'm not trying to be in my feels about this because it was hurtful. But also, you're part of my life, so I can't dismiss you outright. There's no world, there's no death here, there's no Six of Swords, there's no Eight of Cups, there's nothing like that. So that tells me this person has immediate access to you. And I don't know, but it did feel very hurtful, and it did feel just unexpected. Just unexpected. And again, it could straight up be Libra, I don't know. It doesn't have to be, but they're going to come around with the old, it's my bad, I'm sorry. Let's be nice. You gotta be careful with your word. And I know everybody has a bad day, but honey, that was a bit much. I don't know what that is, but it hurt. When they said it or did it, it hurt. You know? I mean, that's that level of I know you and I know your weak spots. And today I feel like pressing a button, and guess what, baby? It's your button. Unfortunately, they pressed it a little too well, a little too quickly, or a little too unthoughtfully. So, and here comes the repair damage. So I don't think it's so bad that this connection's lost. No, I have seen no evidence of that. But I tell you what, it took a knock on your heart, and it took a knock on your mind. I'll tell you that. You know, it's like, let's be fair. I didn't mean that, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't think it was you, because your response is, I'm not trying to be affected. I'm trying to be flat. I refuse to show ugliness. That'll just make the situation worse. So there's stoicism attached to you. There's an indifference attached to you. I'm just carrying on with business as usual. That kind of thing. That's why I feel like it was personal and close. You know, I know this person has access to you. I can see it. You're still in it. So I'm sorry. Let's get some advice, please. Oh, I'm sorry. Sometimes, honey, people are just buttheads. What are you going to say? Everybody's got a bad day. Somebody stubbed their toe and they take it out on you. Who knows? You know, I'm assuming that they mean it, but the way you reacted to it, though, damn, that was some hurtful stuff. Maybe their anxiety's is that what that is? Their anxiety's about something built up and built up and built up, and then it projected outwards onto you in some way. And you're like, damn, that hurt. The Hanged Man. Okay. Two of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm telling you, this person, you have such direct access with this person. You share a life with them in some way. They're in your immediate vicinity. They're very comfortable. They have a huge comfort zone with you. I told you, it's the people that we're most intimate with that can just really, really ruin our day like that, because they know what buttons to press. And why they were pressing buttons at all, I don't know, but it likely started within first. Everything begins with the self. So if they were feeling turmoil and anxiety ridden or depression or anger, and it's been boiling and it's been boiling, it's going to overflow and hit whoever's the nearest person. Okay, you were the nearest person. That's all I'm saying, honey. You know, they want to work through it. They're sorry. And it looks like it had something to do with security, finances. And if you're the provider, and it feels like somebody close to you hit below the belt in that respect, yeah, that's gonna raise some hairs, you know. There's a question here of I want more security or I don't feel secure. And I think maybe they took it just boom, blows up. Why is this taking so long to get more coin? What's with the lack of security? Are we not stable? It seems to be taking too long. That's all it was coming from, was a place of concern, our security. So I'm just going to take it out on you real quick. Yeah, especially if you're the provider in that dynamic and someone's like, you're not doing enough, or you're not doing fast enough, or I don't feel secure enough, and it's your fault. In some way, I believe that was the idea. Oh no. I need to feel secure. I need to feel secure. I need to know that I'll be taken care of. Something like that. I don't know. Knight of Swords, you know, taking action, communication. Ten of Pentacles. That's what it seems to be. The big thing here is how to increase our security to ease the anxiety, because there's a pressing point in someone's energy that it's all lost, and I don't know where that's coming from, but it was that moment of weakness and insecurity, and in that moment, in that time, it went too far, too fast, and it was pointed at you. Okay. That's what it feels like, as best as I can understand it without clarifying. The advice here is to basically respond with Knight of Swords, which is action, communication, and thought. We're secure, or I'm doing my level best to make sure that we are. Some of you are working 2 damn jobs, in which case I don't think you owe an apology to anybody. You know, so I don't know what it's going to take for this person to feel but something boiled up in that respect. That sense of being taken care of forever, or we can't afford to lose finances, or perhaps it had something to do with benefits. I don't know. Security, long-term packages, 401ks, whatever the hell that concept of security that feels so threatening to your person. The advice to you is don't back down on that. You know, insist upon your point that you are literally acting in everyone's best interest, not just theirs, yours too, and whoever else it's connected to, which seems, from my eyes, a lot of people. So yeah, okay, I understand. You know, when you're the provider, there's a couple things you understand. Like when you are literally working your ass off like that, and you're doing the best you can. Oh no. That's what I'm saying. That's why I see them coming around with that apology. That's my bad, honey. I didn't mean to blow up on you. Sorry, sweetie. Let's get some makeup. Whatever that is to them, you know, and hopefully they mean it, you know, because, oh boy, if they were worried about the security status, imagine if they keep pushing in that direction. Then they'll have something to worry about. That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's enough. I hope this helped you. Put in the comments as you see fit. All right, Cancer, honey. Take care. Be well. Everybody, final thoughts. Just once more, thank you for the phenomenal response of the Sunday Shuffle. I cannot wait and look forward to our future sessions. They have been really fun. Challenge for me to keep them under 20. Many of them went over 20, I know. But, hey, in comparison, I'm killing it. Compared to where I've come from, I'm killing it. So let's keep doing it. I love it. I really do. The in-depth, just to reassure those folks, it's not one or the other. I'm offering a variety. The in-depth will be the in-depth. The Sunday Shuffle will be the Sunday Shuffle. The mid-month will be the mid-month. I am adding, not subtracting. And we're maneuvering. We're figuring things out. I love it. That's the point. Be open to change in the flow. Everything feels right, so let's keep it going. And in reference, once more, to summer being over, may you enjoy the rest of your summer. And if you do have kids, you know, may they have an excellent back-to-school year. Give them a big hug because they grow so freaking fast. You guys, love you all so much. Take care. Be well.